Hello, hello. Decoy, how you doing? Backroom stream time, let's go. I'm playing Apex, but I'm missing no backroom stream. Yeah, let's go! It's backrooms time. We're actually gonna watch the MatPat videos this time. He has quite a few, actually. MatPat time. He has a few. Some are like about the game, some are about like the lost footage. I think we're gonna do the lost footage first because we just watched that last week, but and then maybe if we have time, maybe we'll do some like level analytic videos where they're just like, here are some like of the creepiest levels of the backrooms, and we just like watch them. We would get distracted too much probably. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it depends how long I stay live, lol. I don't have anything to do tomorrow, not really. Oh my god. That song really just like changes really fast. Raindrop, how you doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. To be fair, Raindrop, it might not be as creepy as the other ones, because we're watching MatPat videos today. But, like, you do what's best for you. Exploded across the stream. I'm gonna stay for a bit and see what happens. Fair enough, Raindrop. If you have to go, you have to go. Alright, one more song, y'all. One more song, and then I jump into a VC, and hopefully both Liam and Spoons are there. Ideally. But I might talk for a little bit beforehand, to be fair, because... Oh boy! I had some funny things happen today. And it's close to just subbing because all is taking pieces. Decoy can't even hear me right now. Can't even hear me laughing. I mean, I don't think Decoy can hear me right now, but I will pause when ads happen. If someone tells me that an ad happens, I'll just pause the video. Hi, Decoy. Decoy, just so you know, when an ad happens, just let me know. Just be like, hey, ads are happening. And I'll pause the video. I can do that. I know that they go off every 35 minutes, but I can't keep track. This is my favorite song in the Little Nightmares 2 soundtrack. It's so good. It's a combination of like, oh my god, hits on a pole, ow, person has your head, me, haven't had any complaints. What? Spoons, thank you so much for the 7 months, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy. I need to get on giving you guys actual badges. Bing bong! So that you guys can have like 6-month badges and like year badges and stuff. My stylist told me that I love that one. I love her. Oh. Yeah, Tick was on there. Tick, 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 tick. I've had 3 days of work. I'm so tired and my shoulders hurt. Oh, fair enough. I'm getting there! I'm getting there! Okay. Okay, but before I join VC though, okay, I have an important question for you guys. Like a really important question for you guys. We paused the music? I did pause the music. Because I have an important question for you guys. Okay, here's the question. Do I look different? The answer is bing bong. Fair enough. Do I look different? Be honest. No? Okay. Yes, more details? Oh, okay, cool. Nice. So, turns out I don't know how to use camera stuff. You look like you? Thanks, Spoons. That's not what I meant. I meant the camera quality. Because, now here's the thing, guys. Image is sharper. Could be internet, but I don't know. Miko, I don't think it's your internet. Focus. Oh, thing. Whoa. Oh, God. We can see the freckles now? Oh, my God. Guys. Oh, my God. Guys. Guys. So I go into my camera settings, right? And, I figured some stuff out. Turns out I wasn't... My camera wasn't at the highest, like, aspect ratio it could be at. Choose. What are we choosing? They have no context for this. Spoons, they have no context for this. Guys, there's a poll. You guys have fun. I'm not gonna explain the context. But you guys can see the... Okay, so I'm glad. I'm glad that this looks better. Because I was looking at my VODs the other day. You know, poll is hacked. What do you mean poll is hacked? Spoons put up the poll, for sure. Because I was looking at my VODs the other day, and I was like, huh. I'm, like, a little blurry. Like, it's a little blurry. That's weird. Why am I blurry? Like, it looks like there's, like, a weird grain filter over every single one of my VODs. And I'm like, what is that? Why is it like that? And so I go into my camera settings, and the thing is my camera was at a pretty high setting, but, like, I think with how wide computer screens are, it should have been at a higher one, even though I think technically it's at 30 FPS now instead of 60. But it looks better, so do I care? No. But I'm also wider. You guys can see way more of my room at one time than you could before. But I like it better. White people happy. Yeah, that was basically it. Oh, second. I have a funny story for you guys. Usually I don't like saying boat names because it's kind of like saying the license plates of a car. But this boat doesn't dock at the port. It was only there. Gonna come raid that book collection? Miko, guess what? You're not even seeing half of it. Simply Piccolo, hello! Thank you so much for the 2 months. Oh my god. Thank you. This is an improvement for sure. Okay, I'm glad. Piccolo, thank you so much. Now Miko, you're not even seeing the whole thing. There's like a shelf right here, and there's a shelf above this. And then there's also this, all of my comic books, and then inside my closet there's a bunch more comic books. Like, there's a lot of books. Now, okay. Guys, the right answer is soup, apparently. I'm not voting in this. So usually I wouldn't say boat names because it's kind of like the license plate, but this boat does not dock at our port. It was just going there for gas. Now, for you guys who don't know, I clean and wax yachts. I was going to the washroom at the fuel dock. There's a fuel dock for the boats to get their fuel. There's also a bathroom there. So I was going to the bathroom and walking towards the bathroom. And there is about 10 middle-aged white men just standing on the fuel dock. The fuel dock is not big, okay? Think, like... It's not big. It's really not that big. It is, you can't, it's not that big. And so there's, these 10 middle-aged... I have never seen that many people on the fuel dock before, okay? I have never seen that many people on the fuel dock. There's 10 middle-aged white men that all look like they do golfing for fun, okay, on the dock. And they're beside a boat, which I'm assuming is theirs because they're filling it up with gas. Do you guys want to know what this boat was called? It was called the Play Den. I have never felt more in danger at my job than at that moment. There's 10 middle-aged white men on a boat called the Play Den. And let me tell you guys, I am so very happy that the thing that I wear to work is a hoodie and sweatpants. And I wear a beanie. So because I don't want to be catcalled. You know what I mean? 10 middle-aged white men traveling around in a boat called the Play Den. I would lose my effing mind. just realized my microphone's not beside me. Now, I have a second story, which is just rich people, am I right? So, working on a boat, this guy comes up and he says, "This boat looks awesome. This boat looks amazing." And my coworker was just like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Thanks." And then he's just like, "Did you guys put that much care when you guys did our boat?" His boat's like right beside, and we do work on his boat. And the coworker was like, my coworker was like, "Yeah, we totally did. Like, obviously, like, we put as much effort into all the boats." And he's just like, "Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome." Because he's like, I pretty much only trust you guys to, like, clean my boat. So, like, when I go to Alaska, I am, like, this close to sending over my plane, because I own a plane, over to pick you guys up and get you over to Alaska so that you guys can, like, clean my boat. And I'm like, this man just say that he was gonna send his private jet to, like, pick us up so that we could clean his boat in Alaska? What? And, like, he's joking. But, like, I don't think he's joking about owning a plane. I think that's true. I think he does own the plane. So anyways, I'm gonna message Liam because I forgot to tell him that we were starting. Yo, what's up?
Okay, finally.
Hello.
I was telling stories!
They were very enjoyable stories.
Thank you.
I also.
And what do you mean by your family owns a plane? What does that mean?
Okay, so technically it's in pieces at the bottom of the driveway now, but we do own a plane. And it was functioning, and it was a private plane at one point. But then, it was not functioning, and there was a lack of trees in a certain area,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
That sounds awesome.
I mean, it was definitely not a traumatic experience that I still remember, even though I was only 2 at the time. It's fine,
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I just went onto YouTube and I just saw my YouTube recommended, and you guys will see it in a second.
God. Hold here.
Yes.
Have you seen my hair?
Yes, I saw the pictures. It looks awesome. Ooh, guys, bunny fact. On average, human body contains enough iron to make a nail 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch long. So if you had around maybe 300 victims, you could build a small house and not spend on nails.
Okay, but like, would that be worth the cost of extracting all the iron from the person and make it into nails?
Also, I feel like there's more than 300 nails in a house.
Yeah, there's definitely more than 300 nails in a house.
It's more of a hut than a house. Maybe a shack.
Oh, fair.
Depends on the size of the house.
Yeah,
I press some buttons. Decoy, what do you mean you press some buttons?
I like pressing buttons. Fun.
Buttons.
Wait, decoy. I see a lovely little thing next to your name, but I don't understand why it's not showing up on the thing. What? Because I press some. Let's see. Decoy now has a sub badge next to their name, but I don't know why it didn't show up as them subbing. Because Twitch hates me. It's gonna show up in like half an hour.
It probably
No, it's not
will,
a resub. It's new, I think.
Even
if it's a
resub will show
resub.
up.
Well, I mean, sometimes they don't show up in the activity feed unless you, like, put the message in.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
on
might
your
not show
own.
up. I think it doesn't show up unless you write a message.
Yeah. Because it's dumb like that.
Yeah, I know, it is really dumb. So unless you write a message when you're resubbing, it doesn't show up.
I don't think it's a resub. I think it's a sub. I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
Well,
Decoy's
then
never been
Twitch is
subbed to me
simply
before. But Decoy, thank you for the sub. I can see that you have a badge now. Thank you so much. I don't know why it's not doing a notification for you. It's a little bit odd. I was sub with a gifted sub. Oh yeah, before.
Decoy, if you reload reload the stream, you should get an option to share your sub anniversary in chat or something like that.
It will do something like that. I just dropping in an airport, about to get on a plane. Yo, Dorky, let's go. There we go.
Yeah!
Yay! Miko, also thank you for subbing with the Prime.
Yo,
Let's go. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Oh my god, it's just like a hype train is close.
Oh boy. Okay, but if you give me 24 hours, then my Prime sub will be available.
Well,
just give me 24 hours.
Trigger Decoys was mine. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. A hype train is close. I'm so excited for it to be like, the train is gone. Anyways, MatPat videos. Are we ready for MatPat videos?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if they'd be live that long for 24 hours. No, I don't think so. Okay, so hold on.
Why? For why not though?
Why not? That's a little bit of a long time. Raindrops, thank you so much for the 100-bit cheers. Scam train incoming. Yo, let's go. Choo choo.
We are that much closer to 24 hours now.
But that's just a theory. A fan theory. Doo-doo, the train. Oh my god, guys, wait, no one can sub. It's at 69%.
Oh boy.
Stop subbing, everyone.
I'm so sorry, guys. We can't complete this hype train. No one gets any emotes. It's at 69%. Nice.
Nice.
Anyways, can you guys look at my screen and look at the video?
Yes.
What?
I got a screenshot. All right, Tori got a screenshot. So everyone, and so you guys are fine now. You guys are fine now.
Oh, okay.
But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna write. Hold on, no. I need to show chat what this looks like because it's hilarious. I like the eyes on the mic. Thank you. Spoons gave them to me.
What?
I do not have money for the hype train over. I can offer you a cursed fan fiction. Yo, bunny. Yo.
I just heard my name.
Oh, you gave me the eyes that are on my mic.
Oh, the flowers. Yeah.
Yeah. Miko likes them.
That's cool. What?
They just canceled my flight? No, Dorky!
What?
Dorky, no. Not like
For
this.
why though?
Not like this.
For why?
Okay, sorry guys. I'm going back to the camera. I just wanted to show you guys that, and then I'll have to look for the MatPat videos.
Oh, thank you for reminding me, Dorky.
You have some cool hair? Thank you, Earthlit. Thank you. We're gonna be talking about the backgrounds, I swear. I know it's been like we've been here for like 25 minutes. I'm trying to find them. I think this is one. This is one of them.
It's how to survive the backrooms.
Yeah, but it's a film theory, so I think this is about the thing that we watched last week. I don't know what to do. Dorky, are they like reassigning you to a different plane? Because it's usually what they do, right? Now me struggling to find my Discord app. Uh-oh. My stream is so delayed, I just got the 69 hype train. No! Simply Piccolo, no! Chapter 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, bunny. Uh-oh, bunny. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Alright. Okay. So, we're gonna be talking about... Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What? Do we allow this?
Yeah, you can allow that. That's really funny. Alright, guys, are you guys ready? Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Adventure Raven Way, and oh no. Oh no.
No.
Oh no. And I have long, ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips over my knee back, and icy blue eyes like livid tears. And a lot of people tell me I'm like Emily. And if you don't know who that is, get the hell out of here. Oh my god. Who is MatPat and why are we watching them? Uh-oh, raindrop. Uh-oh, raindrop. Backrooms contact, backroom contact, backroom contact, backroom contact. It's my fault. I'm on mobile. It's fine. Okay, so I'll explain who the Backrooms is first, and then who MatPat is. So, Backrooms. If you guys don't know who the Backrooms is, the Backrooms is, it started with a photo that someone put onto 4chan at some point in 2019. Basically, it's just, like, this, like, creepy, like, idea of just these rooms that are completely empty. They look kind of familiar, kind of like an office space that you've been to before, but none of the office stuff is there, and there's, like, monsters and stuff like that. There's different levels to the Backrooms. They're usually something called a liminal space. A liminal space is, something that, again, looks pretty nostalgic, generally, or looks pretty familiar, but it's just a little bit off. So that's what the Backrooms are. It's not real. It's just kind of like a thought experiment, actually. For Raindrop, MatPat is a YouTuber who does game theories. So, most of the time. So basically what he's done for, like, almost a decade on YouTube is, he will do, videos on, like, how fast the character actually is in a video game. Or, sometimes he does stuff on spooky things, like, talking about, like, mostly about FNAF. Like, FNAF was, like, a big thing. So he was talking about, like, the story behind, like, the FNAF games and all sort of stuff. He's quite a well-known YouTuber, but if you're not, like, super into watching games, you probably wouldn't have ended up finding him. But he also has another channel called Film Theory, which is pretty similar, so it's him talking about films and stuff like that. Okay, Bunny, we don't have to put the whole fanfic. We literally read it on stream.
Yeah.
We read the entire thing.
He also has a channel called Food Theory.
We read the entire thing on stream. He does have a Food Theory one, which is pretty similar as well. Hold on. I now need to find a hotel. No, dorky! Make them pay for it.
Yeah, make them pay.
I finally found out they're not called dollars, they're called doolars. Oh. So I was also going to rewrite for the Backrooms, so lore updates, almond water will get an update too. Yo! Lore update. I'm sorry, it's all good. Can you not stay at the airport? You technically can. They can't kick you out. But it's not very comfy.
I mean, depends on where you stay.
It's true.
It can be.
Hear me out, Bunny and I collab on running fanfic chronicling the events of the upcoming season 3 of Social Distance D&D. Okay, Miko.
Oh wait, Social Distance D&D.
Okay, Miko, you actually gave me a little bit of a heart attack. Oh my god. Do you remember Social Distance D&D?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, Miko, literally at the beginning of quarantine, I started a group chat called Social Distance D&D, and I ran, like, a D&D campaign.
I was in that. Oh my god, no.
What?
Oh.
What do you mean Social Distance D&D is how I found you? I'm not a stalker. What are you talking about?
This was a private D&D campaign. What the fuck?
The Discord?
Huh?
Miko, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so confused.
What?
Oh, you're part of the different campaign.
Huh?
I know what you're talking about now. Origin story? I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yes. So, okay, so, Spoons, you know how, I stopped my campaign, and then, like, Corey did a campaign afterwards?
Yeah.
And, like,
kind of
and then...
Well, I wasn't.
So, oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah, so basically I started that. I was the DM, and then I couldn't, like, keep up with it, and so Corey, like, made his own campaign, and so, like, he basically runs that Discord and that group chat now. Because, like, I haven't been on it in, like, a long effing time.
Well,
That's so weird, because I didn't even know. That's awesome.
Wait, then who is this? Do I know this person?
I think, now you know, I don't know. Miko, did we actually play D&D together, or are you just in Spoons? Spoons is asking.
Yeah, because I was also in Corey's campaign at the very beginning, but...
You and I have left. Not? Okay. So yeah, so I think Miko was added after we had left.
Okay.
Which would make sense. But that's... Miko, that's awesome. I love that.
That makes me feel old.
Anyways, so... This video, from what I understand, is basically he did a live stream where he watched all the videos that we had just watched, where they, the found footage videos, and then he made a theory about them. So that's what this video is about. So we're gonna watch this. I am pretty new, I'm joining in Season 3, and I'm running a prologue one-shot with Corey right now. Oh, okay, awesome. Oh, that's perfect. I hope you have a lot of fun with it. I had to stop going to them because they were taking up a lot of time, and I only had, like, a very limited, like, free time. So I had to stop going. Matt! New to the gang, not D&D. No, I understood that you meant to the gang and not D&D. Alright, are we ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Map hat time. How to survive the back rooms. Here we go. Film theory.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to
really
Film
loud.
Theory, a show that's coming to you
Welcome to
live
Film
from
Theory.
the back rooms.
Coming from you
Why? 'Cause I
live
have
from the
no
back
idea how to
rooms?
get out
Me
of here.
too!
Internet speed's good though, and the moist carpet
I'm doing
water
really
is,
good, Dorky.
It's not the best I've ever had, but you know, it'll do. Wait, what was that noise? For all of you who are uninitiated, the monotone misery
NordVPN.
that is the Backrooms began back in 2019 when
Move-
this image was
move your
posted to a
cursor.
4chan board dedicated to unsettling images. Just an ugly series of rooms, right? No big deal. Well, it came packaged.
Okay, good, because MatPat's about to explain what the backrooms is, so I didn't even have to explain to you guys what the backrooms is. Awesome. Perfect. Ideal.
With the following text. Quote, if you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old, moist
What happens
carpet,
if you
the
no-clip in the
madness
right
of mono
areas?
yellow, the endless background
Then you
noise
end
of
up in a
fluorescent
fun
lights
backroom.
at maximum hum buzz, and approximately
Guess so.
600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure heard you.
Nice.
This
How to
post
survive
immediately
become
got under
wallpaper.
people's skin. That endless series of mild annoyances that make you feel squicky and uncomfortable. Slightly wet socks, a faint electric buzz, harsh lighting, ugly wallpaper. In short, it is mundane horror. An oppressive monotony that slowly wears you down, mentally and
Step onto the back
physically.
rooms, you're
That
dead.
miserable setting inspired lots of online artists to write their own independent creepypastas.
Slightly.
Even creating a short video game where you explore the space. But here in 2022, the Backrooms has suddenly exploded in popularity thanks to a new series by VFX artist Kane Pixels,
Yeah,
who's taken
we
the
watched
basic
those
concept
last
and
week.
started to build a full-on world around it. And you know what that means? Lore! Kane's
Yeah!
first backroom.
Lore time! Guys, it's lore. Guys, lore. There's lore.
Woo!
Guys, don't we love lore?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
OMG,
lore! MatPat is an
Lore
identity in the
X.
background
I
confirmed.
speak for the trees.
Lore? Lore confirmed? He doing lore? We're doing lore? Is this lore? Guys, is this lore?
Oh my god.
See, guys, see, Dream SMP, guys, I don't get why they don't want to continuously tell stories all the time, because I always want to tell stories all the time, but I do understand that, like, it probably would be really annoying that if you did anything at all on a Minecraft server, your whole chat would just go, is this lore? Is this canon? I would cry. Dream SMP in the backrooms? The Dream SMP is a backroom. Think about it.
Backrooms short film takes place in, well,
No thanks.
already we hit a bit of a snag. The slate says July 4th, 1990 something, but the description of the video actually has September 23rd, 1996. Anyway,
That's
this is
awkward.
probably just because it was the first video in the series. Dates become much clearer as the world gets more and more developed.
That's awkward for everyone.
Things start off instantly when a cameraman, fittingly
Well, we're
enough
new
named
purgatory
Kane,
in the
tries to set up a
Backrooms.
wide shot. And
Oh wait,
immediately-
there's ads. Guys, there's ads.
Cool.
We're waiting. We're waiting patiently for no ads, so that Bunny may
Okay.
come back.
Okay, in the meantime, also, you want to know what I did the other day?
I would love to know what you did the other day.
Particularly yesterday. So yesterday started up pretty good. I slept in a whole lot. I got up. I did my workout. I went for a walk, and that walk took me all the way to Michael's.
Okay.
And I went into Michael's, and I bought a shit ton of yarn for another sweater.
Nice.
Yeah.
Welcome to the rabbit hole that is this. Also, I'm so excited for this to be the thumbnail that people see when they look at my stream.
Mm,
Heck yeah.
yummy. Yummy.
Hey, Bunny, this is for you specifically. Thank you for supporting me by watching the ads. I love that. 5 cents. I think it's
Not
5
even.
cents. It's not even.
It's like not even a cent, man.
It's not even a cent per person who watches an ad.
I have no idea what it is. Decoy! Decoy, thank you so much
Yo.
for the gifted sub. Thank you.
Yo.
Someone tell Bunny to refresh. Bunny doesn't know. And he'll throwing your clips outside backroom plays more like. Wait, Dorky asked a question. If you die in the backrooms, does your body just like stay on the level? It does, and there is actually, in this specifically, they show like a body like just like rotting in the backrooms. It's not very like.
It's not very
graphic.
graphic.
It's not super graphic. It's like pretty low quality. It looks like how decomposing bodies look like in really old like zombie games. So like.
Kind of just like a black thing on the ground.
So, like, if you're kind of sensitive to, like, that type of stuff, which is fair, because it's gross, it's not too bad. It looks like a video game. Ultra, I'm effing mad? Why?
Uh-oh.
Bunny, refresh. Refresh your Twitch. Trust me.
Uh-oh.
For you and Spoons. You might need to look at your settings and see if you accidentally... Twitch
you
or
need to
you accidentally turn them off.
notifications on.
Oh, boy.
No, it's soup. It's soup. Chat confirmed it's soup. We asked chat, and chat said soup. Okay?
I don't understand.
There's a cat. There's a cat that probably lives in a different apartment.
Oh,
That keeps visiting.
I voted for soup. I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
understand.
Soup is the right
I refresh.
answer.
Bunny, you now have a sub.
But see, I voted for both because it was a tie. Because I was the one that made it a tie, and I was all the votes on the other name too. But then he said soup was the right answer, so I voted for soup once more to make it not a tie.
Soup.
Yes. Decoy
I'm sorry,
gave you a
Mischief.
sub.
I was
No,
given no
soup.
context. I would have considered more had
You know what? No.
I been given
Mischief,
context.
it's my cat. I get to name it.
Consider naming it Cat with a silent J, 3 Fs, and a Q.
You know what? No. Its name is Cat, but it's spelled like that.
No. Cat spelt like this.
I don't know. I'm
I
pretty
feel that,
attached
Bunny.
to that. I'm quite attached to soup.
Okay, but how about soup spelt QAJFFF?
Okay, you know what? That's acceptable. Mischief, you need to come pick up your mug.
Why are we paused again?
I don't know. Why are we paused?
Oh, I paused because Bunny had ads, and then you guys went off a rant about a cat.
I see.
Alright, cool. We can continue watching MatPat video. We go. Look at these two. Look at these guys.
Look at
Just
them.
chilling.
Dudes being bros.
Just being some guys.
Immediately falls through the ground. Literally no clipping through reality, only to wind up in the dank and deserted world full of humming fluorescent lights, retro
Rip this guy.
carpeting, yellow walls, endless corridors, and monsters that, at least at first glance, remind me of walking tripods. Our cameraman
Nice.
wanders around trying to find an escape. Along the way, he finds some interesting landmarks hidden amongst the endless walls, but ultimately he's caught and presumably killed by the weird fungi monster. It's short, it's simple, it's effective. Since the massive success of that first Backrooms video, Kane has been busy expanding the world with other shorts like The Third Test, First Contact, and Missing Persons, as well as making the accompanying Collateral.mov and March 11th, 1990 art.
We did not watch those.
Should we pause and go watch those real quick?
I didn't realize there was unlisted videos.
Huh.
How do I get the unlisted videos?
Does MatPat have them in his description?
Hold on, let's see if MatPat has them in the description.
I feel like he would put them in his description.
I would like the... Where? The creepypasta? Okay, that's a creepypasta. This is... It just goes to his channel, which is, you know, fair.
Is there anyone in the comments?
Hold on, let's see. Let's see if we can find it on his channel. How do we get the unlisted videos? Well, can we film a backroom short film? If you do literally everything for it, I will show up. What the F is this?
Yep.
But Bunny, why? Why would you say that?
Okay. How do I... Wait, is it, like... Maybe it's in the description? Of, like, one of the videos?
Is it the playlist that's pinned?
Oh? Maybe? Nope, that's the playlist we watched. VOD? Where... Okay, maybe he's gonna tell us where we can find these. Tell me where you can find these.
Archive.tar, which are both hidden in the descriptions of the various videos.
Okay, they're hidden in descriptions of the various videos. Excellent. Thank you, MatPat, for letting me know.
Oh, cool.
That's so cool. Thank you, MatPat. Alright, guys, we're going to go look. What are you knitting? I am knitting a trench coat, but it's like the beginning part of the trench coat.
You're knitting
should.
a trench coat.
I am knitting a trench coat.
Is this perhaps Wilbur's trench coat?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pattern for it. Have you seen it?
I have? When?
I've shown it on screen. It's this.
You've never
It's
shown me this.
cool.
No, but I showed it on stream and you were here.
Was I?
Yeah.
When? When was this?
The few times that I've been knitting this on stream.
I don't remember you knitting this on stream.
I've been knitting this on stream for like
I've
a
been
week.
here.
Investigating journalism. Thanks, MatPat. Very cool. Continue, Billy. I'm sorry.
Oh, what?
You said something and I talked over you.
Oh. I was saying that I remember and that says something.
On July 2nd.
Guys, we're gonna find these videos. Oh, there's one. Found one.
I'm Ted Con.
Guys, I found an unlisted video. Let's go. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
There has been a rather strong earthquake in Northern California, so strong, in fact, that it has, among other things, knocked out all the power, or much of the power, at Candlestick Park, where the third game of the World Series was being played. But in the overall scheme of things, that may be the very least of things that has happened today. You can see some video there. I gather that's
really
live
loud.
video of Candlestick Park.
And we are feeling a shock right now, and that shaking in your picture is being amplified by the tremor that has just gone through the top of the stadium, and we are live. They're taking the bases off, 8:41 Eastern, 5:41, and we just felt it out here. We're at ground level.
This is a live shot from our affiliate, our owned and operated station in San Francisco, KGO.
Oh, wow.
And you can see that there are at least 2 major fires that seem to be in progress there. Let me just explain to you that what we're doing here is we are listening in on the broadcast of our affiliate in San Francisco, KGO, because a great deal of the information that is coming is
Or
more
that
readily
an unstepped
accessible to
tummy.
them than it
Yeah,
is
okay.
to us. And they have reporters reporting live from around the entire Bay Area region.
Whatever they can to stop the fire, but part of the problem, obviously, is gas.
Storm water, prepare for aftershocks, prepare for 3 days of no services. You got 90 minutes of light left. You better make use of your time. Standing here ain't doing nothing.
I have Leslie Brinkley standing by live right now. Leslie,
Oh my
go
God.
ahead. It's looking bad over here in Oakland. The electricity is out in much of the city, and we have a bad freeway collapse. It's that ramp of the Nimitz Freeway that goes from Cypress Street on up to the Bay Bridge. About a 6 or 7 block stretch of it collapsed during the earthquake. They are
Make
pulling
use of your
bodies
time.
out from underneath this lower ramp. There were just some injuries on the upper ramp, but those
quite
on the
same.
lower ramp, there are a lot of fatalities.
The epicenter of this earthquake is about 100 miles to the south in the Santa Cruz Mountains along the San Andreas Fault. We have had very difficult time getting any information out of that area tonight. Now our own Tony Rusomano is live in Santa Cruz now to
I
give
wonder
us,
if this is real
some
footage
notion
of
what's happening.
like
This is
an
our
earthquake
first
that
report.
happened.
Tony?
And they just like put it in
This
here.
town of 40,000 is
Yeah,
about
that's
10
likely.
miles from the epicenter of the earthquake. You would expect the damage to be severe here, and it is. The
Decoy, I
downtown
know, I
section of
work
Santa Cruz
outside.
is basically
There's
gone.
90-kilometer
All the old,
winds, and I was
brick,
waxing a boat.
unreinforced buildings have collapsed.
Oh, that's
This is a department
My
store
umbrella
called
almost
Ford's.
went
It
inside out
collapsed.
today.
The second story came down into the first floor, trapping several people inside. At least 3 people are known to have died here on the mall. Perhaps 12.
Oh, cool.
to
Thanks for
14
showing
in
us.
Santa Cruz. Authorities do not
Thanks,
have a
newsman.
final fatality figure. Many
Wow.
other people
He's just
are
like
in
showing the thing, and he's just like 3 people died here. You're like, oh, cool. Thanks, man. 10 out of 10. God dang.
Good
Okay.
to know.
That's collateral. Oh. Okay, we go back. And then we go to the other one, because there's one other one. Nope. 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 Nope.
This one's unlisted. Is this the other unlisted one? What was the
Oh.
other unlisted one called?
The other one, this one was what the other unlisted one was called, but we watched this.
Okay, cool.
Oh, cool. Nice. 10 out of 10. Alter gets swept away by the winds moment. Dude, I, like, literally my coworker called, like, we have radios, like, called on the radio, like, every, like, hour and was just like, hey, you still on the boat? And I'd be like, yeah. And he's just like, so you didn't blow off the boat yet? And I'm like, no. He's like, cool. And then, like, that would be the interaction every hour.
From all of them, we ultimately learned that the Backrooms was an experiment designed by a company named Async to solve space issues, providing
cool
near
down this
limitless
experiment.
room
It was
for
gonna
both
break the
storage and
winds were so
housing in an
strong.
ever-shrinking world. Where it all went wrong, though, remains to be seen. But what I want to focus on today isn't the where and
Hey,
the
you dead
why,
yet?
but
Cool.
rather the how. How to survive. In the 4th video of the main series, we see that since accessing the Backrooms in 1989, missing persons reports have been skyrocketing, as more and more people fall out of reality, never to return. So, if that were you, what do? How do you navigate
Cry.
a seemingly endless maze with limited resources long enough to potentially figure out this
You
mysterious
don't.
world?
Cry.
How do you avoid an unknown monster that roams the halls? What
You
mistakes
don't.
do we see Kane make in his exploration of the
You don't.
Backrooms? And
Rip,
what
I
can
guess.
we do better? Pay attention, friends, because today I have the definitive list of 6 tactics that might just save your
You
life
dead?
the next
No,
time
Pog.
you no-clip out of reality into an ugly yellow nightmare. In Collateral.mov, we learned that in 1989, tests by the Async Foundation caused a massive earthquake that took place in the Santa Cruz Mountains. So, is the facility in the mountains? Are you at the top of a mountain and need
Step
to go
one,
down?
don't
Are
do
you
what Marvin
under
did.
the mountain and you need
For
to go up? Are you in the
real.
upside down and you need
Effing
to get
Marvin.
upside downed? It's unclear at best. All we know is that in one moment we were filming with friends and in the next we're here. So once you land in the Backrooms, the first thing that you need to do is take the advice of the US Forest Service, which
Can we talk about the fact that his friends just saw him just, like, out of reality? Like, oh shoot, I don't have any water. I don't have any more hot chocolate either.
No.
You guys want to entertain chat for a second?
Sure.
Yep.
I'm just gonna leave it up here.
Okay.
Pissed? My greatest social insecurity to be perfectly validated. Oh my god. Alright, I'll be back. Chat, let's play a game, fill in the speech bubble. Have fun!
Fill in this. Oh. Okay, guys, what goes in the speech bubble? You tell me.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
All right, guys, I'm here. But we're gonna play a prank on Altier. We're gonna play a prank on the Altier. The prank is that I joined, and then left, and Altier doesn't get to know. That's the prank, chat. Chat, don't tell them. Don't tell them, chat. It's funny. This is humor. Comedy. Also, if you can't recognize my voice, I'm Mischief, and also the best.
Wait, question.
I was.
How do you say the other name?
I don't know.
The one that's other than Soup. What was the other? I don't know how to say it.
No.
Negan? I don't know.
Negan.
No.
Okay.
Soup. It's my cat. I named her Soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only you
Well-
can prevent no clipping.
Yep.
If I can no clip out of reality, just tell everyone I fought a bear and lost please at least make me sound cool. For sure. Pick's the funniest one. Your mom, only you can prevent non-clipping. Nothing happened, chat. Piss. You see so hard you can get here. Bro. Bro, you just missed Mischief? Oh. Guys, I have a donut now.
That's fun.
Nice.
Oh, also the water. Bonk.
Bonk.
Yeah, chat, you guys can have a bite. Here.
I want some.
Bonk. Yeah.
Where is it from?
Tim Hortons.
Oh, it's a Tim Hortons donut?
Yeah. I can't tell if that's a good reaction or bad.
Oh, it's a Timmy donut.
Hello.
Miko, you ruined it. Miko, you absolute fool. Miko.
What was the plan?
Entertain me. That was the plan. I wanted entertainment. So I entertained myself.
Also, this is like a day-old donut, too.
That's the best way. The best way. For the chocolate ones, day old. Perfection.
Very good. Very pleasing.
I'm a very poor entertainer. Me too.
I entertain
My
myself
content on
when
Thursdays,
I am asleep.
My content on Thursdays is to watch other people talk about an imaginary place.
Entertainment!
Good content. Good content. Good content. Good content.
Yep. Ultra Americans scare me. This is reasonable.
That is, yeah, that's a respectable opinion. Yeah, that checks out.
Once I get back to streaming is to entertain myself, but hopefully the vibes rub off. Miko, honestly, that is actually the only way to stream.
That's like my whole brand. That's yeah. You did it, Miko. You discovered the secret of life.
You discovered the secret to good entertainment is if you're having fun, everyone else will be having fun.
Yep.
And if they're not, they suck.
Yep.
Atlas! You've surprisingly missed not a lot because I keep getting distracted by things.
In that case, you're welcome, Atlas. I was the distraction. I'm things.
I just could think of that meme where it's like, what were you doing? Things. And then the person walks in and is like, I'm things. You've seen that meme, right?
Of course I've seen that meme. Are you kidding me? I'm not implying anything. Don't assume that I am.
Who are you talking to?
All right.
Suggests that when you get lost in the woods or a cave, you do not move at
Alright.
all unless you have a specific reason to take a step. Basically, you sit down, you don't panic, you assess the situation and the tools that you have at your disposal, and you stay
Microwave
where
that
you
if I
are.
know.
You ended
No.
up at this location for a reason. Maybe this is an entry point for other people, and someone else will no-clip in. Maybe people will wind up looking for you, and by moving...
Why this image? MatPat? Explain.
Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Not a fan. Not a
MatPat
fan
was
of
just
that.
like, maybe other people will no clip in, and then use the most horrific images ever. Hello?
Now MatPat. Now MatPat editors. For why though?
This is
For
what
what?
peak performance looks like.
God.
Hello? Oh, can I tell also a story just because I looked at his face? So guys, I've been listening through a person talk about SCPs while I'm at work. So it's just a person who just like reads SCP entries.
The dude,
It's awesome.
Who was on my SPC streams. SCP. Yeah. Yeah.
No, not the YouTuber. It's a podcast. It's awesome.
What the fuck? Why haven't you told me about this? I would be doing the same thing.
Because there's like a billion of podcasts like this, but this one specifically is called the SCP Foundation.
Okay, good.
He's pretty good. Anyways, so I was listening to it. Again, guys, I work on boats in the middle of the ocean. Now, I want you guys to imagine this right now. There are 80 to 90 kilometer winds happening. You're on a boat in the middle of the ocean, and then this guy effing, for no reason, decides that this is the episode that he's gonna put some wild soundscaping in. Okay? Every other episode pretty much has just been him talking. With, like, occasionally there's, like, a video file, and so there's soundscaping in that, but this one, full soundscape for the thing. Like, there's a person sitting in the room, and you are that person. And it's just, you do not recognize the bodies in the water. F no. That SCP already freaks me out, because I do not like distorted faces. So, like, and then, for no reason, this guy decides, wouldn't it be really funny to, like, kind of, like, explain to, like, this audience member that the person who's listening to this is, like, kind of going a little bit crazy, because that's what this SCP does. We'll just add whispering.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool.
But
for
it
you.
freaked
That's
me
good.
out, because the whispering is so subtle that it sounds like there's someone whispering behind you, and I'm alone on a boat, and there's 90-kilometer winds, and it kind of just sounds like the wind, except that it's saying stuff like, you recognize the bodies in the water. No. F no. And it was just not okay. Recognize the bodies in the water. You recognize the bodies in the water. And it wasn't okay, guys. It just simply wasn't okay. Nico Frog, thank you for the follow. How are you doing? So I think one time we will listen to that one specific episode, like maybe on stream, because it's dope, and then you guys should all like follow this person because he's great. But oh my god. Posture check, fair enough. I have a pal who's into SCPs, and I like to F with him by being very insistent they should go outside. Fair enough. Do you recognize bodies in the water? No. I'm doing great, Nico. I'm doing awesome.
I always
recognize the bodies in the water.
Yeah, I always
The bodies in the water.
There's only enough room for one eco around here in these parts.
Uh-oh.
I'm so excited to have to change between Miko and Nico. This is gonna be great.
Nico and Miko.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Water in the water bodies, do you recognize them? I'm sorry I was late, I was having a me day. Alice, you don't have to be sorry about being late. That's silly. I am entertainment. You come when you want to.
Alice, do you recognize the bodies in the water?
Oh my god.
Do, Atlas.
If it helps him chill with you calling me Alex or something. If you want me to call you Alex, I'll call you Alex. No. The SCP story of You Don't Recognize the Bodies in the Water It's awesome. Like, it's a great story. It's just that the one specific video that we watched of it had, like, distorted faces in it.
No, I did not enjoy that.
No.
I don't even have, like, the same fear that Altier does, and that was fucking freaky as shit.
Yeah. No, I don't like it. It's bad. If it helps with confusion, lol, I have 2 accounts watching right now. What?
Lol?
Yo?
Lol.
Yo?
On that
Frog
Altier, like...
go? Oh my god. That's awesome.
That's my new favorite chatter. I'm sorry, Atlas. No, that's a lie. Atlas owns my heart.
I hate the imagery of the faces, the eyes, but it's chef kiss. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Anyways, that just reminded me of this. Anyways, Matt Pat's talking.
Tracking. In short, by panicking, running, and moving forward without a clear plan of attack, you are only succeeding in getting yourself more and more lost. Eventually, though, you will need to move, and this was Kane's first mistake. He had no plan. He just wandered aimlessly and headed towards whatever looked interesting. This meant that when he started getting chased by the Backrooms' monster, he had no idea of his surroundings and wound up meeting a dead end, figuratively. Or, I guess it would be literal. Huh. Anyway, proper grammar aside, we're in a repetitive maze, we're looking for an exit, and we need a way to track our movements. And for that, we need to use a maze-solving algorithm. An automated strategic way for solving the maze with no prior knowledge of it. Our first strategy...
No, I know what the maze-solving algorithm is. It's simply stick to one, like, you either do left or right, but you just, like, stick... I know that. That's fine. But it's just... him implying this here is... this place is canonically, like, millions of miles long.
Okay, but, like, this is better than having no strategy, okay?
Okay, but what if, like, think about it this way. What if it's just a box all the way around? Like, there's not actually a door anywhere.
I don't know.
Anyways,
we'll using the wall follower technique, also known as the right-hand rule. This is one that I think a lot of people have heard of, but maybe don't understand the actual mechanics of. Basically, it's a tried-and-true maze escaping method that involves running your right hand along a wall while you navigate the maze. You see, mazes, in their simplest terms, are just shapes that you're trapped inside. So you, as the maze solver, need to find the outermost wall and the hole that's presumably in it. Many mazes are what's known as simply connected, i.e. all the walls are connected together to the maze's outer boundary. As such, if you were to unwind the maze, it basically amounts to one big circle with an entrance hole and an exit hole. So by keeping your hand locked to one wall and following it all the way through, you follow the outline of that circular path, and you either find the exit, congratulations,
and we got out
you
in
survived,
like 5
or
minutes
you
instead of the
wind up
20
looping
it's
back
supposed
to
to
where you
take.
first started. Well, that's certainly not ideal. It is helpful because it tells us that the maze isn't simply constructed, but rather it's what's known as a disjoint maze, one where the walls aren't always connected to the outer boundary. In the video First Contact, we actually get confirmation that this is what we're dealing with the Backrooms. We see a map that confirms that the Backrooms is a disjoint maze. Notice that there are multiple chunks of wall here that don't seem to connect to the outside line. But just because we're in a more complicated maze doesn't mean that we're out of options. First and foremost, if Kane was able to bring his camera with him into the Backrooms, then his other belongings have no clipped with him as well. Specifically, things on his body like keys and clothes. And this immediately puts us at a huge advantage. If you have something like keys...
Why is he blushing?
His pants are off.
Yeah.
or a belt, you should immediately mark your starting location on the wall, and then run those keys or belts or whatever against the wall to leave indentations or markings. You can scuff the walls with your shoes, you can peel the wallpaper, you can pull a Hansel and Gretel and rip pieces of your clothing off to use as breadcrumbs. You can write arrows and notes to yourself on the walls.
More wallpaper.
Yep.
Hello.
That's hi, Liam.
Hello.
Did I miss anything?
Approximately 7 minutes of a Bad Pet video. I've been live for an hour.
Oh, and an unlisted.
Classic.
An unlisted Backrooms video.
Oh yes, that too.
Start
watching this back with more Backrooms dungeons. It's a little sad now because this wouldn't work. Yeah, well, see, the thing is that yeah, like we know this wouldn't work, but it's a Matt Pat video, so we're just gonna accept it and move on. Classical tier movement. Shut up, guys. I will watch
which
this.
we
I'll
know
watch a
can be done
50-minute
since there
video
are
in an hour
markings
if I
throughout the
want
maze
to.
left by other people. This way, when our right-hand method results in us doubling back to where we began, we have a clear indication of which walls we followed and which ones we didn't. And if the walls do happen to be somehow supernatural and can't be marked by you, then the ceiling tiles are another option here. You see, the ceilings of the back rooms appear to be a specific type known as a drop ceiling or suspended ceiling, which is common in office environments where lightweight foam
So, if the walls can't be damaged, what makes us think that the ceiling can?
I don't fucking know, man.
panels hang a few inches
Blind
below the main
idiocy.
structural ceiling,
Just
hiding
live
things
in
like
them as a
wires and
ceiling
support
rat.
beams. By throwing a shoe to break or knock down tiles, you're able to mark your progress in all the areas that you've been. Bit by bit, you eliminate the
That's a really
hallways
funny
that you've
graphic.
tracked and systematically
You don't
work your
damage
way
the
to the
ceiling,
outer
that's
edges
simple.
of the maze. One other strategy to help with this in a disjoint maze setup like the back rooms is the pledge algorithm. Here, you travel in a set direction. Let's say
Place
you
by
walk
gravity.
forward
Fair.
until you hit an obstacle. From there, you put your right hand on the wall and you start walking around the obstacle, counting the angles that you're turning. Clockwise turns are positive, counterclockwise turns are negative. Once you start facing the original direction that you're meant to move again, and the sum of your turns is 0, you leave the obstacle and you continue moving in your original direction. This ultimately gets you off the disjoints faster, leading you to the outer wall of the maze and eventually to the exit. Right now, all you seasoned back roomers are probably laughing at me and saying, "Silly MatPat, the back rooms are
It
an
sounds like
endless
MatPat,
void of
'cause it
death and
is.
despair that'll cause you to slowly lose your mind." To which I say, joke's on you, I lost my mind years ago. I'm not gonna let a funky smelling series of yellow rooms defeat me. Plus, I'm not convinced that this thing is actually infinite or unpredictable. Like I said, in this new Kane Pixel series, we see
What's it,
a
gravity?
map
Is
of
it
the
tasty?
place. We
Probably.
also see async employees able to walk through the back rooms using a long red line, presumably as a way to lead them back to the entrance door. So all of that is just trying our best to find an exit, but there's still one more important variable here that we have to consider. The monster that's looking to rip our body in half to use as human nunchucks.
Nice.
And this is again where a systematic approach to the maze will be our first line of defense. The last thing that we want is to wind up in a dead end. And the best thing that we can do to avoid that is to use the confusing layout to our advantage. Ideally, we're able to lead this monster to a disjoint, a section of the maze that we already know loops back around on itself. This gives us two simultaneous benefits. First and most importantly, we don't get lost while still allowing us to use the narrow hallways and looping structure to escape the sight lines of the monster. Instead of taking a straight path where the creature can easily track and follow us, you instead make tight turns in an effort to make yourself disappear behind a series of walls as quickly as possible. This sequence of repeated doors that Kane is chased through provides an excellent example. By dodging and weaving instead of taking a straight path, he should be able to make himself disappear fairly quickly. The other benefit of using a big disjoint to escape this thing, though, is that we can then
this is
try
his
to loop
house
back
and
around
understands
behind
more
the
than we
monster
do?
to
What
follow
then?
it. Obviously, your first priority is going to be avoiding this thing until you have a better sense of what it is and what it can do, but by leading it to a
Why
chunk
it
of
move
maze
like
that you
that?
know will allow you to double back around
Easy
it,
to
you'll be able to
animate.
sneakily gather information much more quickly. And who knows, these things presumably know the layout of the maze, so by following them, they may be able to provide another resource for finding the way out. I suppose
Yeah,
you could try
follow
to
the
fight it or
monster.
try to trap
Good
it with
choice.
a rope or drag it into a null zone,
I
which
wouldn't.
you wouldn't even know about. But honestly, is confronting
The
this thing
eye.
I wouldn't.
actually going to help you survive? Probably not. Focus on escape and defense as your first priority. Once all that's settled, you've created a system that actually works, you've learned that the walls don't magically change every 30 minutes, start grabbing whatever you can find. In the Backrooms video, Kane blatantly ignores a lot of potentially useful supplies. For instance, that ladder right there that's used to get into the crawl space, grab it and carry it around. Even better, try to use it to get into the ceiling grid. Remember what I said about suspended ceilings? That it hangs below what the real top of the room is? Well, often, walls only go as high as the dropped ceiling height. As such, once you're in the ceiling, you're not only hidden from the ground-based monsters, but you also have a wide open path to the outer edge of the maze
What about the
unobstructed by any
ceiling-based
walls.
monsters?
Heck, you might even be able to find some electrical wires from the fluorescent lights that you can then follow, which again, should presumably be leading
Honestly,
you
I would
out of
love
the
to know if there's
facility.
more
Also,
about
if you
the
come
ceiling.
across some rope in a
Wait, I'm gonna make a
dumpster,
meme
you don't
while I
walk
lurk one
past
moment.
it,
Alright,
you
have
check out
fun.
what's inside the dumpster, and you take the rope. You take what the world gives you because you might not ever come across
Oh
it
yeah,
again.
we
The
were
same
talking
goes-
about that when he like saw the rope and we were like, grab the rope, bruh, grab the
Grab the
rope.
rope, and he just
Yeah, why would he not
doesn't.
fucking take the rope? That's so fucking dumb.
I know,
bro.
right?
Like, I get not grabbing the ladder because ladders are kind of clunky,
Heavy.
but
Yeah.
Hefty.
the rope
But
though.
the rope? Rope is like literally going to up your chances of survival in a dangerous situation like a stupid amount.
Yeah, like rope is
Like-
so useful for so many things. Like
So
it's
many
actually
fucking
stupid.
Like
Was
you
for any
lose a
chair
limb,
legs that
you
could
can
be-
tie that shit around your leg so that you don't fucking die of blood loss quickly. Like
there's so many
man.
rope.
Use
Just
for
rope.
self-defense, or heck, something inside of the filing cabinets that you walk past. Remember, you are stuck in a maze. Everything can have multiple uses. For instance, when Kane's walking up the fire escape, his camera catches a glimpse of a hole in the ceiling that's created by an air duct. Air ducts, as you can probably guess, tend to lead to the outside of buildings.
Now, okay, MatPat, I get your logic here, but also hear me out. Stuck in a vent with a vent monster. Absolutely effing not.
Also, isn't this like an absolutely massive fucking building?
Oh yeah,
all you're gonna do is get lost in the vents.
That'd be real fun. But also, like, I love that we're now just assuming that every part of the Backrooms that isn't the regular space also has its own type of monster. Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy this. I want to draw these.
Like, because it's one thing. Oh my god, the sun is like effing right there. It's one thing to like run around some rooms and have a monster like chase you. It's a totally other thing for some monster to just be like, "Hello, saw you going through the vents. Let me slither on. Yeah,
readily available meal. Heyo.
Hey." Venting? Sus?
Yeah, I knew that joke was gonna happen.
Yeah, don't use the vents, you'd be too sus.
Chair strats. Right, that's right, chair strats. That's correct.
Chair strats.
The chairs make you no-clip to another level. In some versions of the lore, you can go into the roof to no-clip into other levels. Yeah. That sounds right.
Buildings. So again, having that ladder or rope might have helped him to investigate that. When he comes across a cavernous section of the backrooms, those same items could have helped him get across the chasm to the other side. If he had a ladder, he could have dropped down into the apartment area that we see here, allowing him to more efficiently look for food and water. Sure, nothing might come of any of these options, but again, it's more likely to work than just wandering around aimlessly surrounded by repetitive yellow wallpaper. Last, but certainly not least, don't take any one-way exits unless you absolutely have to. While running away from the monster, Kane ends up sprinting deep into the catacombs only to find a hole that he jumps down into. It was the right decision in the moment because he was being chased, but had he just found the hole, this would have left him vulnerable, because it's a decision that he can't easily reverse. Again, document on the walls with your keys or whatever that the hole is this way, but only come back to it if nothing else seems to be working. Again, the last thing you want to do is to corner yourself. So there you have it, friends, how to survive the backrooms in 6 easy steps. 1. Have a maze-solving strategy. 2. Mark your path using whatever's on you. 3. Equip yourself with anything and everything that you can find. 4. Ceilings, wires, and air ducts are going to be your friend. 5. Never take a one-way path. Always have at least 2 ways out.
Have you ever
and
been
6.
there,
If you
MatPat?
absolutely have to, use the disjointed, confusing layout defensively when being attacked. Using all of those tactics, you have the best chance possible of escaping this nightmare scenario. And hey, look on the bright side. If you ever get thirsty, you have as much moist carpet water to drink as you can possibly want. But hey, it's February, and if there's anything scarier than the backrooms,
it's simply not February.
Pee. Don't drink the carpet pee.
I thought you were gonna say it's not water. I was gonna be like, yeah, piss drinking time, guys.
I was like, it isn't water. That was basically where I was going with that. Yes.
Piss drinking time.
Okay, so we have 2 different videos that we can go to. So this is like what he first did. Now he has another film theory video that's decoding the horror of the backrooms, which I think is him going more in depth of the actual found footage that we watched last time. I played 2 Sonic and Tails keeps gaslighting me. What? Whenever I fly him, he lets me go above the... Whenever I fly him, he lets me go above the spikes. Ocelot? Hello? Explain? Elaborate? I have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, do you think the backrooms itself is an entity? Like, maybe that's why we can change it when it pleases and Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. The entire thing's a living being, and the monster is that living being. I like this. I like this. I like this.
I always thought of it like the same way as like the Farlands in Minecraft, where it's just like an error in generation.
Liam?
What?
I mean, that is the...
Liam, that's very on brand of you.
Yeah.
It is
Liam,
also...
I feel like you would find the coding level of the backrooms and be like, I belong here, and then take it over.
I actually escaped from there.
I believe it.
Like one of the hackers. Don't you guys remember that they're like hacker rooms or whatever in the back rooms?
Yeah, that's
This
what
is
it
what
is.
we're
The
talking
coder
about.
rooms. Yeah.
Liam lives there. He's one.
Yeah.
That's his people.
Yeah, that is his people. They're also, like, on the wiki, they're considered friendly entities, and then someone was just like, are we sure they're friendly? And they didn't just hack into this wiki and say they were? God effed up the source code, and now we have the backrooms. Honestly, mood. Trying to post on Instagram, and the app simply says no, so I just guess I'm not posting? Oh. No. Atlas, no! To try finding out about the wood-type creatures in the backrooms are so cool. I think one of these days, maybe today, we're gonna just, like, look up videos that just talk about different levels. Because at this point, like, we've seen a lot of the yellow-colored room.
Do we know how many levels there are?
Thousands.
Infinite.
Oh, cool, sick. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's, wow, cool, fantastic, wonderful.
Yeah, it's like SCPs in that way. There's actually a Wikipedia that has, like, all the rooms, like, listed, and some of them, beside the number, it just says unknown, which basically just means that no one has made a level for that room yet. Like, no one has made, like, a story or whatever for that level yet, if that makes sense.
Oh my god, guys. Guys, I think you know what we have to do, guys. Guys.
It's exactly like SCPs. You have to go through a process to get it approved and everything like that, but it's still pretty cool.
Guys, I think you know what we have to do, guys.
Backroom vlogs when?
Actually though, I really want to, like, actively look up some, like, liminal spaces or places that could be liminal spaces and then just, like, film videos there. Honestly, like,
no, Altair,
man.
You wanna know the most like low budget way to film backroom videos?
What?
Empty fucking parking lots at like 3 a.m. and then you put a yellow filter over them.
Now, but hear me out. My hometown, after about 7 o'clock, when everyone just goes the F home. And then you can have just, like, an entire town that's just, like, empty.
Yeah,
I've walked in the middle of the street down the main road of the town I live in because there's just no one there.
Yep.
Yeah, that checks out.
I can't manage
Map
loading. No. Yes, MatPat. So we have two options. We can watch the game theory video he made on wait, hold on. He made okay, so there is a video of him watching the found footage, GT Live. So that's not really a theory, it's him reacting to the found footage. And then we have a film theory that's called Decoding the Horror of the Backrooms. I'm pretty sure he also made a video about the games. I'm, like, so sure he did. Hold on.
I am not surprised. Like the Backrooms is literally MatPat's, like, bread and butter. Like, this is the shit that he thrives on.
Okay, yeah. So he has that. He has 2 GT Lives that... He has a few GT Lives that are about him, like, analyzing the found footage, but they're all, like, an hour long, so maybe not. Yeah, okay, so I'm thinking we just watch this other one. Secrets Decoded.
I might have to go after this.
That is okay. It is an 18-minute video, keeping in mind that it's probably not going to take us 18 minutes to watch this.
Might have to go mid-video.
That is totally fine. Sandy in our hometown called the decoy.
Where's the coffee mat?
Guys, it's me. That's me. It's me. Guys, that's me.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the show that reminds you that all the creepiest pastas came from the 1980s.
Hulk Hogan, he's got Pasta Mania in the Mall of America. I want to try to get a word with him.
Pasta Mania has got all my Hulkamaniacs running wild. And I've eaten so many Hulkaroos and Hulk-U's, I kind of feel sorry.
Fun fact, that restaurant would go on to receive 3 Michelin stars. Well, I hope you carbo-loaded on that Pasta Mania, Hulkamaniacs, because tonight we're no-clipping once more into the Backrooms, the analog horror series right here on YouTube, produced by Kane Pixels. Last time we wandered through these jaundiced hallways, we were looking for a means of escape, a way to survive the endless maze of humming fluorescence and soggy carpets. But today, we're looking for something different. We're looking for lore!
Yes,
Specifically,
lore!
we want answers. At this
lore! Hold on, I had to go back to the hold on.
Guys, say it with us now. Say it with us now.
Hold on. And soggy carpets. Escape Kane picks. Wait. The Pasta Mania. Through these jaundiced hallways, we were looking for a means of escape, a way to survive the endless maze of humming fluorescence and soggy carpets. But today, we're looking for something different. We're looking for lore.
Lore.
Sorry? That looks like an emote.
Lore emote.
New alter.
No.
New alter emote. What?
Oh my god, no.
Lore moment. Lore moment, perhaps.
Lore.
Lore. Specifically, we want answers. At this point, Kane's series is 3 months old, and in that amount of time, he's given us 10 videos full of creepy mysteries for us to chew on. What are the Backrooms, really? Did humanity create them? Have they just been a parallel dimension all along? And what about the dead man that we find hidden in the middle of the maze, covered in a violent explosion of black? Who is this guy? What is this guy? And most importantly of all,
see, that's what I meant, where it's like
concerned about that monster roaming the halls? Probably, right? Usually a giant roaring threat is something to be concerned about. So
dehydrated.
Hazmat suits, friends, and grab your tow lines. Today, we're going in deep.
Atlas, for real?
First, let's talk about timeline, shall we? Part of what makes the lore of the Backrooms so hard to crack in an initial watch is that it follows the tried and true formula of series like The Walton Files, Mandela Catalog, and FNAF, where the story is just...
One time, guys, one day, we will watch the Mandela Catalog on stream, because I kind of vaguely watched it once and I forgot everything about it, so...
Told out of order. The very first upload of the series, Backrooms Found Footage, actually comes last in the timeline currently, September 23rd, 1996. So, through the power of reorganization, let's recap what we know in the...
Oh, that's actually interesting, because I think when we watched the playlist... when we watched the playlist, it was in chronological order. So I think whatever order he's going to tell us is the chronological one, even though it's not the upload one. I want Mandela Monday. Unfortunately, like, Thursday is, like, the day we can do it, because it's, like, the time that, like, all of us don't have to do things the next day.
We just need to start naming series in, like, an alliteration way, and then just in brackets Thursday.
Yeah. Mandela Monday.
I support this.
I support this. I support this.
I support this.
Altering, I need help with my sweater soon.
Okay.
Order that we know it. Our story begins in 1982 with Async, a corporation conducting scientific research into magnetism and/or electromagnetic field generators under government contract during the Cold War. In our first video of the series, Prototype, a video that, no joke, released as I was writing this paragraph, so forgive me if I miss anything in it, we get our first event of the series. A metallic marble is surrounded by what appears to be electromagnetic field generating tubes. Notice how the shape and general design matches diagrams for similar real-life generators. The system fires up, and just like that, the ball is gone, presumably teleported to some space within space, thereby making the ball a subspace emissary, if you will. I hate myself for that joke, but then again, you don't pass up the opportunity to make the very rare subspace emissary joke. Anyway, by July of 1988, Async, emboldened by that initial success, has given their distortion field experiments a room-sized glow-up called Project KV-31. According to the video The Third Test, the goal of these experiments was to solve, quote, all future
Did someone
storage
just say
and
horse
housing
no
needs.
clipping?
So it seems like the foundation of our story here is that science discovers an entire other universe of endless space, and our first thought was, hey, it's a good place to store our
Backroom
junk.
boys
In
and their
total,
balls.
Async conducts 5 failed tests to try and open a portal to this subspace before the 6th finally proves successful. On October 17th, 1989 at
Boys, my
5:04
beloved.
p.m. Pacific, with the generator beefed up
like a
and
band name.
something redacted being introduced
does
into
sound like a band
something
name.
else redacted,
Oh
the
my God.
threshold gets
New
cranked up and
Band?
blasts out a light show that
Backroom
seems to
Boys?
almost shake the
Backroom
facility
Boys?
apart.
The
When
Backroom Boys
smoke
is an
clears,
actual
the
Reddit group.
Backrooms themselves have finally
Damn.
appeared on the other end. Async has achieved first contact. Unfortunately,
Balls are
that's
not
the only
Twitch-approved,
thing
it's
that
true.
happened. That date and time, 5:04 p.m. on October 17th, 1989, also happened to be in reality the moment a magnitude 6.9 lol hit the central coast of California, killing 63 and injuring thousands.
MatPat, you have a wife and a child.
Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
Man's put lol instead of nice.
Uh-huh.
Guys, did you know his kid is like 4 years old now?
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gross.
Mm-hmm.
Altier once again feels old.
Well, I just remember like being on the live stream when like Stephanie like announced that she was pregnant, you know?
I remember even before they were married.
Yeah.
I mean like yeah, I like but like I just like remember being on the live stream. It
Damn.
seems like
Yeah.
my Wi-Fi is only Effie in my room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Thousands more.
That
The
is
timing here
unfortunate.
is clearly not meant to be a coincidence. As
And
a
my
secret
Wi-Fi used to be
unlisted
like that
video
until
on
I
Kane
put the
Pixel's
Ethernet
channel gives us
in
real
my-
archival news footage from the
in my
Loma
room.
Prieta quake, including a map highlighting the location of the earthquake's epicenter, the Santa Cruz Mountains. In short, we now know where our async test facility is hidden. It's here, the epicenter of that devastating quake. And from that point forward, the world appears to be glitched. We see in the video Missing Persons that from October 1989 onward, huge numbers of ordinary people just start to go missing as they no-clip through reality, falling into this newly opened Backrooms metaspace. All the while, Async is slowly exploring this new environment. On February 3rd, 1990, they have their
Async on
first
Earthquake
major
lore?
discovery.
Yeah,
a mysterious
yeah.
dead body coated in what appears to
We
be
watched
some
that
type
earlier.
of black mold or aged blood splatter. So far in the series, he remains as an unidentified John Doe, but my suspicion is that this is actually Nicholas Bolton, a missing person that we see at the top of the upload. Notice
fair
a few
enough.
of the details here. First, he's not wearing a hazmat suit, which clearly tells us that this is not an Async employee. Instead, it's someone who no-clipped into the Backrooms. Second, compare their physical appearances. Notice the wider
Okay,
nose,
fair
tall
enough.
forehead, the hoodie, just like we see on Nicholas's missing
Well, man
poster.
kinda
Around the
looks
same
like
time, we
Joker, not
also
gonna
see that
lie, a little
Async's
bit.
government contract appears to have been canceled. In the next video autopsy report, we get quick cuts of various images on a screen. One image here is the top line of a document with the words contract termination. Things aren't looking too great for Async, and they're about to get worse. Just shy of 1 month later, the 4th member of an Async exploration crew is lured away from the rest by mysterious voices in the walls and ceiling, only to see his team glitch out of space when he tries to rejoin them.
Guys, do you hear this? Hey guys, do you hear this? Hey!
What an idiot though.
Oh.
Like Mans was just like, oh, let me just
Guys?
go by myself for a second.
Now lost, he wanders the hallways, stumbling across a bizarre theater with burned remains in the middle of the floor, as well as a smaller crawl space with non-carpeted floors, forest print wallpaper, and the facade of a house with farm equipment out front. As he continues his search, we see what looks to be an exit into an Async control room, considering his keycard works on the door and his sounds of relief. But it winds up empty, and his presence triggers a red alert. End of upload. About a week later, on March 5th, Async rigs cameras to motion sensors to capture the action of what's going on in the back rooms while people aren't there. We see Async crew members constructing more walls. Yeah, cause that's what the back rooms needed. More rooms. Humanity, you dumb. Later that night at 3 a.m., the cameras capture a bizarre dark shape that seems to be moving along the walls or the ceiling. Looks like the back rooms monster's been watching some YouTube videos. Don't explore the back rooms at 3 a.m. Asterisk scary. Asterisk you will cry. Asterisk shooketh. Which then
Me and the backroom boys looking for almond water at 3 a.m. Matt took our joke. I know. No! Matt Pat, I would like to have a personal conversation about you stealing our memes.
Oh boy, you better at him on Twitter.
Yeah, for real. How could you, Matt Pat? How could you?
What the fuck? What the fuck, Matt Pat? We trusted you.
We trusted you. I can't believe that you would look at our Discord and think to yourselves in the past, I'm gonna steal that meme. That hasn't happened yet. Need to give him a cease and desist. Yeah, for real. I made another meme. Oh, yo, there's another meme. Y'all, there's another meme. Hold up. Hold up, guys. Hold up. There's a meme.
Ayo.
Y'all, there's a meme. Y'all, there's a meme.
Ayo.
Oh my god, y'all, it's meme time.
Holy shit, memes, guys.
Oh my god.
Is it already
meme? Guys, I guess the Altier hate account is gonna get new content.
Maybe? But, like, these aren't Altier specific.
What? What's happening? What?
I don't know. Now I'm confused. What's going on?
What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Is my voice, like, clipping out or something?
No, I just wasn't listening to what you were saying. I was reading something.
Lol. Oh, I was saying, guess the Altier Light hate account is gonna get new content.
Oh, yes.
What
Excellent.
new content where? I'm confused.
So Backrooms, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you heard of NordVPN? Guys, I remember when the podcast meme used to be like everyone was sponsored by Blue Apron and Casper, and that was like a huge meme.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyways, this one. You wanna know how I got these scars? That's such a terrifying image, actually. Oh my god.
Yeah, they really were like, we're gonna make this as graphic as possible.
And then make it super low res.
Next question?
Anyways. We're shooketh now.
Shooketh.
Brings us all the way back to the first ever upload, Kane's original found footage video. In 1996, a young cinematographer named Kane no-clips through the ground, falling into the back rooms, where he encounters some kind of monster that attacks and presumably kills him, sending his camera falling through yet another clip and back out into reality. If you go frame by frame during this moment, you can actually see Kane's whole body here being attacked by the monster as the camera falls. It's a very cool little detail that I noticed. So anyway, that's the story that we've gotten thus far, but it leaves plenty of major questions for us to speculate about. What's the nature of the Backrooms? What is the monster roaming the halls? Why are there voices and farmhouses hidden inside the walls? Well, let's start with the monster. Is it human? Doesn't appear to be. You can probably also eliminate animal and bird. An insect? Nah, maybe some kind of...
Where did Marvin come into this? He did not mention this, like, stupid guy. So I don't think... I feel like those videos are newer, right? Where did we see that? That stupid guy that was just like, I'm not gonna wait.
He just kind of no-clipped.
Robot, it looks a little bit like one if you squint, but then again, I've always got animatronics on the brain, so I'm a little bit biased. I've seen some people suggest that it could be a ghost or an energy monster. No, energy monster, not monster energy. Regardless, we can eliminate both options because it has a physical form. It is able to throw objects and grab Kane. No, I think the Backrooms has already told us what this thing is. It's a mutated bacteria. Now, I know, bacteria are supposed to be really small, literally microorganisms, whereas the Backrooms monster is anything but. However, one thing that bacteria love to do is form colonial organisms, animals that are actually groups of smaller animals all Voltron together. TLDR, I think that is what we're looking at here. A colonial organism composed of bacteria, possibly one that's been further mutated by exposure to human DNA, specifically a mutated strain of
This just sounds like
that
dumb.
may seem specific, but there's a definite
I think you're
reason
focusing
for
on the
it.
wrong thing about the
After Async
Backrooms,
discovers
I'm not
the
gonna lie.
mysterious dead body, they conduct an autopsy report on it, confirming that it's been decayed at uneven rates due to having been overtaken by a mutated strain of bacteria.
It's like portions of the body.
Oh, that's...
stopped decaying.
Okay, I understand where this line of logic was going. Okay, I understand now. I was just like, but why do we care what the monster is? I understand, because the bacteria that they talk about later. Understandable. Have a nice day.
More sustained. I took a couple samples of some of the material.
I get it.
It seems to be closer to a mutated strain of simple Hey bacillus. It should be completely benign, but really, I don't know what to make of this.
Well, don't worry,
go make
Doc,
cake
because
now?
I do. You see,
Have fun
Hey
making
bacillus,
cake.
also known as Bacillus subtilis, is pretty darn common, living in places like the human and cow digestive systems. It's a rod-shaped bacteria that's generally pretty harmless, and science loves.
Anime eyes.
I'm just waiting for this to be my thumbnail on Twitch.
Bacteria-chan.
It's Bacteria-chan. Senpai Bacteria.
God, can we get Bacteria Chan? I can fix him next to the monster.
Alright, we good? We good?
Oh no. Why the love hearts on the scientists is what I really want to know.
He's in love with Bacteria-chan. He spent his whole life looking for him,
that's a good
and
fucking
he found
question.
him.
Matt,
Now I can fix her that her bond will be even stronger. Because he can fix Bacteria-chan.
Oh my god.
Like, I get the anime eyes. I understand. I get where he's going with that, where he's just like, oh yeah, it's just like, it's a friendly bacteria that we all have. But why the scientists love hearts? I don't, okay.
Loves these little guys. It's used a lot in experiments because it's very easy to genetically modify. This is one of the all-purpose cultures you'll find in almost any lab using bacteria for research because it's durable, it's manipulable, and it adapts in a very elastic way. And because it's so strong and resilient, it's been used to test out extreme environments like outer space, which I call out because later in the video autopsy report, we see that quick montage of images I mentioned earlier, and it includes close-ups of bacteria cultures along with rocket and space imagery, all seeming to relate to this very idea. Oh yeah, and it's also been used by the military. Between 1950 and 1970, the
Alright guys, so this got caught by the auto mod, but I need you guys to know that not only does Wanna F It got caught, but so did D-Does.
Are we allowed?
Huh?
No? Oh, it was allowed. Okay, never mind. Lol.
Huh? Huh?
My favorite part is that, like, so a stutter is an illegal word? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Lol.
Hello?
Thanks, Twitch. 10 out of 10. Oh my god.
US Army released aerosolized bacteria believed to be harmless over populated areas of the country without telling anyone, all to study what the impact might look like if an enemy ever tried something similar. Another test was conducted on the New York subway
So let's
system in
just
1960.
try it on ourselves.
Well, to be fair, they did say it was a benign bacteria. But, like, that's crazy, right? That's a really crazy thing for MapPad to just be like, by the way, this happened. That's dystopian. Hello? Twitch is everyone's villain origin story. This is true.
6, utilizing our little hay bacteria. They kind of just dumped it in through the sewer grates and people dusted it off their shoulders. Here's the thing, Army. When you're on a New York subway, the biggest biological threat isn't the sketchy bacteria powder that you're dumping on us. It's the guy open mouth hacking into my face during rush hour. Anyway, all this about durability and space and genetic
I'm sorry, I feel like you passed over the fact that, like, the US dumped a bunch of bacteria on their citizens for funsies one time.
This sounds like multiple times, actually.
You know, they were in just silly, goofy mood. You know.
Reminds me of when the nuclear guys thought they were gonna blow up the atmosphere.
America's a dystopia, and everyone is aware of it except for America, and it's really funny to me.
Always has been.
Yeah.
Nothing about America has ever not been dystopian in nature.
Yes.
Including creation.
But if we kind of did a war crime, that'd be so quirky and random.
You guys, I'm so random. Rawr. I'm just gonna dump some chemicals on you.
Guys, what was the first thing that you were ever told was a war crime? Because I remember the first thing was my father one time, out of nowhere, with no context, when I was, like, I'm guessing 8, told me that it was a war crime to shoot someone who was parachuting out of a airplane, because they can't move, basically, because they're just parachuting down. So like you would be, it's basically like shooting someone who's defenseless, basically, because they can't shoot, they can't move around, they can't dodge it or whatever. So it's like a war crime to shoot someone who's flying down in a parachute. And that's the first time I ever heard the word war crime.
That's so cool for you.
I know. And I need to really, really reiterate the fact that my father just told me this. No prompting, no context, nothing at all. I have no idea what we were talking about, but it definitely wasn't war crimes because I was 8.
Very iconic of him, really.
I'm not like other governments.
Oh no! Wait, who said that?
Buddy?
I need to know who said that.
Buddy?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm not like other bacteria.
No.
Let me in, please. I'm not like other bacteria.
Matt, I need to leave soon. Matt time.
Matt time. Okay.
Mutation makes me think that our monster is a walking, roaring bacteria culture surviving in the backrooms and evolving by coming into contact with the humans that keep no clipping in. And that's not just speculation either. Kane has seemed to confirm parts of this. Recently, on his Ko-Fi account, which is basically like his Patreon, he dropped this picture of the monster explicitly labeled as bacteria. Something tells me you're gonna need some more than antibiotics to kill that bacterial infection. Now that is what I call biological warfare. So that's a little bit about the monster, but then what are the backrooms themselves? What exactly are they, and what's their nature telling us about the world this story is set in? Well, when talking about internet urban legends to base a video series around, the backrooms is still pretty new. The original meme dates to 2019. The lore and branching ARGs all come up later, and these videos have all gone up in the last few months. This is a brand new evolving concept, but the bigger idea that it's grounded in, that the world we know has secret hollow spaces behind the scenes that we aren't supposed to enter, that idea goes way back into ancient mythology and folklore, probably as old as the human psyche itself. The ancient Greeks believed that spirits of the dead and plenty of other things inhabited an entire underworld of caves and caverns. The 19th century French occultist Joseph Alexandre Saint-Yves Marquis de Lévendre, how's that for a name, advanced what he claimed was evidence of an inner world inside the earth itself called Agartha, that some people still think is a thing today. Even the idea of just ordinary maintenance tunnels and access shafts all over the world being connected to a more sinister purpose was part of the background mythology in Jordan Peele's horror movie Us. It's a very familiar looking wallpaper, but of them all, the Backrooms is probably most similar to the work of mid-20th century sci-fi horror creator Richard Matheson. He wrote the stories that inspired I Am Legend and The Incredible Shrinking Man, as well as many episodes of Star Trek and Twilight Zone, including the infamous Gremlin on the Wing episode with William Shatner. But perhaps most importantly for us today, he wrote Little Girl Lost, an episode of The Twilight Zone that was so iconic it would be parodied by The Simpsons years later in one of their Halloween episodes using really expensive for the time 3D animation.
It's like, did anyone see the movie Tron? No.
No. Ash. I mean, no.
In both versions of the story, a character accidentally finds themselves passing through an imperceptible rift between our dimension and another, unable to find their way out, getting lost in a vast, confusing, repetitive maze. Sound familiar? Really similar to the idea of falling into the backrooms. In fact, the only real difference between all these stories is the terminology involved. For the original Backrooms lore, they say that you've no-clipped through reality, a phrase borrowed from video games to describe when solid graphical elements pass through one another in a way that the program program doesn't intend, resulting in a player character ending up in an empty space outside of the quote-unquote level box. This sometimes allows you to skip around and cheat, especially when you're talking about older games when developers were still figuring out how to make 3D work. Now, Kane Pixels' Backrooms has yet to make any explicit reference to this. We have never heard the phrase no clipping, and we have not once seen any references to video games or digital worlds. In fact, Kane's series has taken the general concept of the Backrooms and layering on a science fiction rationale to ground it in a very believable reality. And yet, the video game stuff, I think this is exactly what he's building towards. And the key
I like
is
that
right
commentary.
here
10
at
out of 10.
5:45 in the very first upload. Check out the rope. It's
Like
sitting there,
from
just sitting
my
right there.
place?
At first, I thought nothing of it. It's just garbage on the ground, whatever. But
Is
then,
that in the
1
shape
month
of a
later, we
dick?
get this at the midpoint of informational video.
I
As
didn't
a
see it, but
async
yes.
employee
Yeah.
explores the smaller crawl
I hope
space
it
with
was.
forced wallpaper. He stumbles across the facade of a farmhouse, and near it is this, an axe leaning against the wall. Again, a singular object just sitting there alone,
So they
waiting to
don't
get picked up.
effing
So we're
pick
wandering
up.
through a maze made of geometric shapes and repeating textures, stalked by a
made a
monster,
curse
and
meme.
random useful objects are just sitting there out in the open on the ground, waiting to get picked up. No real context around them. It looks a lot to me like a video game, the kind of video game you might no clip in or out of. To me, this whole area with the tree texture wallpaper, the facade of a house on the wall, the random old-time farm tools that
it's
just look
almost like the
slightly
Backrooms is
geometrically
based
off,
off of
this
video
looks like the
games.
exact way older 3D video
Wow.
games. I'm talking PlayStation 1 era would
Crazy
use
that-
polygons and flat textures to try and render outdoors and nature settings within level box designs. They would paint the walls to look like trees. They would paper the sky blue with textures. They would stick a house facade onto a giant rectangle to surround the door that they want you to go into. Check out the wheelbarrows, specifically the shadows of the wheelbarrows. Notice how they don't really move or shift position as the bright flashlight beam moves? While this certainly could be just 3D animation issues, it also reflects how many early video games couldn't or didn't use dynamic shaders. Shadows, if they existed at all, tended to be fixed and painted onto textures. This saved on processing power, but also gave objects a bit of a flat look. There's even a point where our async employee leans in close to the wheelbarrows where it looks like the wallpaper pixel smears into just color lines. Again, like you'd see in a video game with texture mapping on the fritz. So if the Backrooms is indeed the space you go to when you no clip through the ground, like
canonically
we see Kane do in episode 1,
in
then
the
we're
Backrooms,
looking
so
at
that makes
evidence
sense.
that reality itself on our side of the threshold is also a simulation.
pick up the
It
rope
could
because he
very
had
well be
leveled
that
up
this
his
whole
common
series is
sense
just a
skill
modern
enough.
take on the Matrix, a simulation that no one realizes they're in. And when Async opens the door to the Backrooms, they're finding a storage area for the extra unused assets, the procedurally generated worlds, the
You can
levels
say
that
dick rope
just
as much as
haven't
you
quite
want.
made the cut yet. As Kane explores the various levels in the series' first upload, we see office supplies and warehouses, but also residential style railings and exteriors of buildings that are clearly indoors. Hardwood floors, repeating filing cabinets. It's a mishmash of random assets, like when you're exploring a library of 3D assets from something like a game engine. All of reality being a simulation would also explain the
Party
voices
in the
that
Axe
lure the
Barrel,
Async
let's
employee
go.
away in informational video. Listen to the sound. These aren't voices that are explicitly trying to lure him away. It's not sinister in any way. It's just general white noise of a busy office or a party, almost as though reality is breaking through. While he's wandering around in a simulation on a computer, an office party is going on one layer of reality up. But outside of the wall textures and random objects just sitting out in the open like a video game, there's one piece of evidence that really clinches it for me. Something that gets me to raise my eyebrow. Notice the date on this upload, February 29th, 1990. Here's the mind blow. That can't be correct. There is no such day in existence. February has 28 days, and 1990 was not a leap year.
Hey, you sussy baka.
To me, this wasn't a mistake.
Why was that? Why was that included? What was that?
Hello?
Huh?
Excuse
was
me?
not a leap year.
Hey, you sussy baka.
To me, this...
Guys, I know. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
That's the guy who plays, like, the chief in, like, Halo.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's so cool, Altier.
This wasn't a mistake.
Okay,
Kane already
Matt.
picked first contact to happen on a day when a major real-world earthquake occurred. The dates in this
that was
series
real.
matter. It tells me that we're existing in a reality different from our own. One where a February 29th, 1990 can exist. A simulated reality. And the Backrooms is the boundary between worlds, where the separation becomes just a little bit thinner, allowing things like office voices and, who knows, maybe even a virulent bacteria into the simulation. Am I right? Will async be able to break through the boundary? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But hey, that's just
a theory.
A
film theory. And cut. All right, we're gonna pause it before he starts advertising whatever he's gonna advertise.
All right, I gotta go. That was sick.
Bye. I'm so bright now. Am I less bright? Yeah. Okay. But the rest of us are gonna stay here because the rest of us are still here.
Yep. We are.
Okay, so now we have a few options now because I don't think there's any more MatPat videos on the Sorry, putting up my light won't work. I don't think there's any more that's too bright now. Now. Okay, there we go. So, what is that?
I have no clue.
What's the shakalaka sound?
Oh, meme check. We're doing a meme check. Oh,
Meme
no.
check?
Oh,
Meme check?
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Mum?
Don't worry, God. Oh, don't worry. Bacteria Chad can fix them. Who's making a salad? I can fix him. Oh no. Uh-oh. No! I hate that. That's the worst one. Stop. Cease. That's so cursed. Oh my god, no. No. Absolutely not. Okay, so we have a few options now. Okay, so I'm gonna just write in Backrooms now. Okay. So, there's quite a few, like, there's a few videos here that we've seen already. Oh my god. Guys. Oh my god, guys, there's a video that came out 5 days ago.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the problem.
Yeah?
It's 2 hours long.
Oh.
Which video?
Like a found footage one?
It's all backroom creatures and entities explained.
Oh.
Guys, we're gonna be doing Backroom Thursdays for so long. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be 4 hours. It really is. 2 hours would take us, like, what, 2 days? Yeah, exactly. Have you heard of the National Mystery Flesh Pit Park? I'm sorry?
Flesh Pit Park.
No. I haven't, Bunny. So anyways, this is being saved to my watch later. Because we're watching that later. But there is, like... There's a video that always pops up, which is the first 13 Backrooms levels explained. Which sounds like it might be interesting. Oh, it's by the same person as the Entity video. But it's an hour long. The Mysterious Flesh Pit Park Gold Tier. It's an ARG. Oh. Oh. Bunny, if you send me links to whatever it is, then I will watch it, probably. Put this in the watch later as well. Okay, let's see. New for you. This is a bunch of people playing the game. The sun vanished. The terrifying Twitter mystery explained by infographic.
Oh no.
Wow.
Please, don't touch it.
Guys, a vlogger in the Backrooms found footage.
Oh, a vlogger in the back rooms. Oh boy.
Did we watch it? It's 5 minutes long.
Yes.
It looks really funny.
Yes.
Who made the video you're looking at? Walter, may I? No, perhaps. Wait. Who made the video you're looking at? Oh, it's by this person. The two videos are by the same person. They're by a person called Brugli. It's like, here, I'll just spell it because I don't know how to pronounce this. Like that. Okay, you know who this is. Okay, cool. Yeah, like, I'm sure the video is great. I'm not saying it's not great. It's just really long. It's really long for us to do, like, at the 2-hour mark in my stream.
Yep.
We're watching the vlogger one, though.
As we should.
That looks funny. Alright, guys. We're gonna watch a vlogger effing just die, probably. I don't know what the content warning is for this, so...
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to day 8.
I wasn't expecting it to be that.
Can we get a replay?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's day 18 in the back rooms. This is literally like a 5-minute like clip on my channel. Is us doing this. I watch them all the time. I might have actually watched the 2 videos you're looking at. Well, one of them came out 5 days ago. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to day 18 of the Vlog-a-thon. I'm Hazmat Andy, and welcome back to the back room.
It's Hazmat Andy.
It's Hazmat Andy. Let's go!
Oh.
God, the music.
Yes, that is right, guys.
Hazmat Andy, I love your vlogs, man. Wow, I can't believe.
Big fan.
Big fan. Huge fan.
Come through the threshold into the back rooms after hours. I know, totally against protocol. You know me, I don't play by the rules. Regardless.
This man is about to get eaten by a bacteria.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I can't wait to go to the backrooms meetup.
We are setting up shop in here, guys. I mean, we got the new walls coming in, the new floor. I mean, it is looking
Backrooms meetup, just find your nearest chair.
Me and my team have been exploring this direction. Super
Guys, I'm in a chair right now. What do I do?
Why does this looks exactly like the found footage set, and that's like amazing to me. Good job, guy.
Thinking we should explore this direction and try and find a good spot for my workout montage.
My workout montage.
Alright,
Maybe
guys,
you can
I've
get
been
the
watching for about
bacteria to
15
join you.
minutes. Now it's time to get those gains. Let's get those gains.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Oh, wow.
Is he shoeless? I don't think so. I think he's wearing just yellow shoes.
Oh, who's that in the background? Hello?
What you say?
Oh god, guys, I'm not joking. I just saw something move over there. The
Yeah,
place
we
is
can
very
see it.
dangerous. We need to approach with caution. But first, I gotta talk about today's sponsor. Me.
NordVPN.
If he says NordVPN, I'm gonna lose it.
It works even in the background.
Yo, he has merch!
Oh, I want the banana suit.
Oh my god! Okay, but like that jacket, fire! Oh my god! You guys can't see the evidence
up in the front.
Look at this! Look at this! Oh, you can't see because my camera's in the way. Hold on, guys. I will. Hold on. Let me just turn off my camera for a second so you guys can see this. Look at that! Now, money.
Take my money.
Hazmat Andy, please, take my money.
Hazmat Andy, please. I need this to be real.
Search the rock. Link in bio. Alright, guys, let's see what. Oh. Okay, he didn't hear us.
Marvin?
That red jacket looks so familiar. Is that Mad Pat from Game Theory?
God, I want to see him take off his shoe and throw it at the ceiling. fucking start slurping the floor.
No! They slurped the floor.
No way! What is he writing?
The fog is coming.
I got this totally Matt Pat.
Guys, it's Matt
What is
Pat.
What was he writing?
What was he writing?
The fog
guys,
is coming.
It looks like he was writing, the fog is coming, so stay still. Wait, no, it says something between the F and the O. The frog is coming. I don't really know what that would be. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh Jesus.
Well, he's gotta get his cardio in some.
Bro, what is that?
Oh God, oh Jesus.
I'm subbing to him.
If you want to live.
What? Matt Pat?
Listen to me, you need to jump in that pit right now or you're going to get eaten.
Oh.
Matt Pat is a Backrooms entity, confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh
definitely.
boy.
He could definitely tell people to do things that they would like be like, yeah, totally.
I guess I don't have a choice.
I guess I don't have a choice because Matt Pat told me to.
Fair. I mean, if Matt Pat told me to do something,
Did Andy just die? Oh.
Chair strats!
Chair strats!
Yo!
Matt Pat, you're a real dick.
I sure hope there aren't any smilers down there when I turn off the lights.
What?
Oh, it looks like there is.
Huh? Is there something down?
Now, do you guys think that they, like, had someone impersonate his voice, they asked him, or they, like, got a bunch of clips of him saying
That sounds
things?
like a bot. Like, it sounds like someone made a Matt Pat bot or text-to-speech.
That's very likely.
Okay, because I'm thinking that if they asked Matt Pat very nicely, he probably would have done it. You know what I
Matt
mean?
Pat would 100% do something like this.
I just want them to ask Matt Pat. It would be a little funny.
That's a shame.
Oh, the Smilers are here.
Oh, they're very tiny.
Oh, the tape's on fire. Oh.
What?
Okay.
Hello?
That camcorder was found by this French robot here, unfortunately, next to the remains of Hazmat Andy. God rest his soul.
No,
Due
Hazmat
to the dire
Andy!
consequences of this vlog, all similar.
Hazmat Andy versus real. Guys, this is not a drill.
Wait, really?
Hazmat Andy
activities
versus
are now banned on
real?
site. That includes the social media division.
No more social
I'm
media!
Sorry, Hazmat Mike and to Hazmat Will, but you will be returning to the mailroom. Speaking of Will, see what I did there? Okay, this is Hazmat Andy's final will and testament. It was found next to his corpse in this game
That's a game theory
theory
wallet.
branded wallet. The basic gist of the thing is to just send all of his financial assets to Matt Pat from Game Theory. I guess he was just a fan of the guy. Oh, also to have his vlog edited, but we've got that covered. We've hired someone to do it for dirt cheap, that being Mr. Yamendo over there.
Again, thank you so much. I mean, I was in severe and crippling debt, and now I'm in somewhat slightly less severe and crippling debt.
Yep, thank you. That's about it, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Looks like Hazmat Pad wants to say a few words, so I'll give him the stage.
I'm so concerned right now.
I'm just so glad to hear that all of Hazmat Andy's money will go to that super cool YouTuber Matt Pat from Game Theory. He will rest well in his grave knowing his final request was achieved. But that's just a theory.
What?
A funeral
What
theory.
is happening?
Okay, alright, that wraps things up, everybody.
Oh,
See you
boy.
next week.
This is art? Are we sure?
That is a true.
That was
Backrooms
that was
vlog.
definitely an experience. Now we're gonna click on this and see if he's done more. The frog. The frog. Dave. What is this? What is this channel?
What? The Dream SMP stuff is his mom? What?
What is happening?
Dream makes me cry.
Yo, this gives me, like, Trey vibes.
It really does, actually. This... it really does. Ultir, leave me alone? Why? What is happening? This is what goes in my brain when I see an Ultir notification. Now, what does that mean? Decoy? Decoy, what does that mean?
New ship? What?
Decoy? No, Decoy, what does that mean?
What?
Decoy, this is what goes on in my brain when I see an Ultir notification. What does that mean? What goes on in your brain? Just this, like, Hazmat Andy being like, Yo, what's up, chat?
What is the chat?
The entire video we
it's
just watched?
clearly what Decoy's thinking about is Altier taking all of their money over their dead corpse.
Oh.
What is up?
Yo, what is up, guys? It's Hazmat Andy. I turned the Backrooms into a game in 1 week. Oh, okay. I thought this was, like, gonna be, like, another, like... I need more of this. This is funny. Oh my god. The guy who made the found footage video just commented, incredible. I would lose my mind. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there even any more videos for us to watch? Is it real, bro? Kids get pranked into believing the Backrooms are real. That sounds mean.
I survived 100 days in Backrooms in Minecraft. Here's what happened.
Oh, yeah.
Please stop.
There's someone who, shoot. I think it was Atlas. Atlas sent me, like, the maze thing for, like, the Backrooms in Minecraft. And I think that we should play it one time, because I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
I'm just scrolling now. We're just seeing what's happening. The internet is not real. The dead internet theory. That sounds interesting. Into my watch later. This is how I organize my time. We just don't talk about how many videos are in my watch later.
Hey,
Show watch later. Show watch later.
No. It shows my name at the top.
Oh.
What?
Consider this channel. Hold on.
Oh, the entire video. Okay. Ultra would grave rob me? You have no proof. Easter just dropped Ultra searching for a video to watch. I mean, like, we can, like, I could just, like, watch the hour-long video and then just stop when I feel tired. Like, this is an option. Because it's like 9 o'clock, and we usually do these until, like, midnight. I feel like Billy is sending me something.
I did.
You grave rob me, just gonna die and you'll grave rob me? Okay, Decoy. What did you send me? What happened?
I sent you a link to a very interesting channel that you should definitely check out.
Where?
You know what we could
on
do?
Discord. On Discord.
Okay.
You know what we could do? We could Minecraft Backrooms. We could do that.
It's just Hazmat Andy.
It is. It's Hazmat Andy.
Sorry, Spoons, what did you say?
We could like backroom map in Minecraft.
Yep.
We could do that.
We can't do it right now. I don't have it.
Look. Okay.
And I don't have it, and it's like a map that you download. We would have to make a server. If we wanted to all play on it at the same time.
Oh, fuck. Right.
I mean,
God damn it.
I can, like, if you send me the download, I can switch out the watchers for it.
I don't have the download. I don't
Well,
have
we
it.
Find it.
We should do the long video and just stop when Ultir is tired. It's like, that's kind of like, is it safe now? Uh-oh. Raindrop, I'm not sure if it's safe. Well, I mean, it's safe right now as in that we're not watching anything. But, it might turn into us watching, an hour-long video about the first 3 Backrooms level explained. Made it? Alright, Keith. Keith definitely made it. You did it. We're watching the really long video. F it. I'm glad your friend agrees, Liam.
Yeah, he's really into it. Also, you might as well call him my brother at this point.
Oh, I had no idea who was screaming. I have, like, it could have been, like literally anyone. And bye Raindrop. It's okay because Friday is the day where I do early streams that is like not only friendly for East Coasters, but it's definitely always the nice stream. So I'll see you tomorrow. Here we go. Okay, so first 13 Backrooms level explained. It's an hour long. Have a good night.
Oh
How
no,
early is it
I
really?
got a DM.
Uh-oh. From?
Oh, I see.
Uh-oh.
There's one.
Do we wanna? Let me.
There's
Okay.
many. There's many. I'm just looking through them.
What's happening here? What's
I'll
going
see
on?
if I can just do it on my computer.
What's going on right now?
Oh, nothing. Don't
Don't know.
Just hit play.
Okay.
If you guys have found, like, the Minecraft Backrooms thing, I don't know if you guys found the exact one I'm thinking of.
There's a lot of them.
I would assume so, but I'm thinking of a very specific one. Because I got sent it.
Well, send it to Liam.
I can send you the TikTok if you want, because that's where I have it. I have to go find it.
Oh my god.
I'm not playing Minecraft right now.
Boo.
No one wants to watch me play Minecraft. People want to watch me talk about spooky things or knit.
Boo.
I'd be down, but I'm just one guy. No Minecraft. See? Decoy says no Minecraft. Only Backrooms. I'm watching this video.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a huge video on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the first 12 levels of the Backrooms in one of the biggest
It says the first 13 in your title.
videos on the channel. Back in December when I did Broogmas, I did a video every day about the first 12 levels. So day 1 was level 0, day 2 was level 1, and so on and so forth. And since then, I've had a ton of people asking me to compile those explanations into one huge video, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Bonus level?
Hopefully you
Okay.
enjoy this huge video. This is the longest video on the channel, and yeah, thank you so much for your support. The
Longest
road to
video of the
100K is
channel
on,
until-
and I'll see you at the end of the video.
About 5 days ago when you uploaded a 2-hour
Level
video.
0, aka the tutorial zone, is the first level in the Backrooms. It's classified as a class 1.
Oh, hold on.
So it's safe and secure and has a minimal entity count, even though there are no known entities here. This level is the one that most people no-clip into as soon as they land in the Backrooms. You all know what the level looks
thought
like,
there was
and you probably
bacteria
heard
in
it a
level
million
0.
times, but it's Broogmas, and I'm gonna say it all again. Level 0 is a network of
I've
rooms
watched this
that
video.
all have
Ooh.
this famous Backrooms wallpaper. You know what it is? It's that yellow, dingy-looking thing. It's nasty, really. The carpet here is damp, and it smells like it too. And there's this dingy fluorescent lighting
Why
all
is it
over
Christmas?
that's flickering in some places. And it's also emitting this buzzing noise
Christmas
from the
time.
lights. The buzzing
In the
noise would already
Backrooms.
drive
Oh my
me
god,
to
Christmas
insanity.
in the
The buzzing on
Backrooms?
this level is much louder than normal
That'd be so much fun.
fluorescent lights from real life, and it's unknown why it's so loud. It's almost like it's being loud just to be annoying. I mentioned it, but the carpet here is moist,
Probably
and
still
it's
from
also
when it was
unknown what
Christmas,
liquid
but why
is
would you
making it
make
moist. But what is known
something that's
is
not
that
Christmas
it's not safe to
related,
drink,
very Christmas
obviously.
themed?
Who's gonna be drinking carpet juice, bro? What? An important thing to remember when talking about level 0 is that the space there is non-linear.
That's my aesthetic.
This means that you can
'Cause you
walk
felt
in
like
a
it?
quote-unquote
Okay.
straight line and end up right back where you started. And if you try to go back the way
Very
you came,
Backrooms.
you could end up in a completely different set of rooms. So this makes the level quite disoriented and
Imagine
confusing,
walking around the
especially
Backrooms
since
and all
the
of a
people that
sudden
are
you see
here
mistletoe.
just landed in,
Oh
and
my
couple
God.
that with the fact that
And then you
compasses
see
and GPSs
Bacteria
don't
Chan
work,
approaching
and
you.
you've got a recipe for disaster. Also, radio communications are
I
really
would
disoriented
simply
and
leave.
scrambled, so it makes it pointless to even try to connect with radios. Some people consider level 0 as the scariest level in the Backrooms because of the initial shock factor you get from being completely alone and in a literal alternate dimension, which I can see. Even though there's no entities here, it's still one of the most terrifying. An interesting fact is that even though level 0 is the main way to enter the Backrooms, there's never been any reports of wanderers interacting with each other in this level. And there's also been no corpses ever found here, but it's assumed that there's a ton of them, because there's no way every single person
feel
lives
like
in
this
this level.
lore is
So let's say a
dated.
group of people attempts to enter level 0 from a different level. If they do, they'll be split up, and they won't even be able to meet back up until they leave the level. So it's literally like the level puts you in solitary confinement on purpose. Obviously, this solitude and the weird non-linear structure makes people's minds play tricks on them. It's a given that hallucinations are common on this level, specifically the hallucination of doors or stairs or hearing humans talking, or you can hallucinate random
like I would
movement in the corner of your
the thing
eyes
is
and
that
your
this is
peripheral
kind of
vision,
very
and
similar to
sometimes the
how
humming of the
SCPs
lights.
like kind of worked at the beginning, where people just like made monsters and had like agents and different places and everything like that, and they didn't really fit together. It's better now because the SCPs have been going on for like longer than a decade at this point, and anything that's considered like canon, even though a lot of stuff is considered canon, is very like you could actually figure out a timeline of like different doctors and everything like that. Especially when considering like the really important doctors, like Dr. Bright specifically, because kind of important. They're kind of important. But like yeah. But like the Backrooms are very, very new. Like they're only like 3 or 4 years old, so it makes sense that like Dr. Bright, you know, the guy.
It can be so loud that you can hallucinate going deaf, or you can just hear random insects chittering. And yeah, couple all those hallucinations with being completely alone and isolated in a random space that seems endless, and you might go crazy. Like I said earlier, there are no known entities here, and you can't even run into another wanderer. So if you think you hear something, you don't. You're just going crazy. To enter level 0, you have to no-clip from the reality of Earth. Simple as that. To exit level 0, there are a few more ways. The main way is you can learn to no-clip through a wall or floor by practicing yourself. And this will put you on the next level, which is level 1. But there's also a slight chance that if you walk far enough in any direction, that you'll end up in a place called the Manila Room, which is a medium-sized square room that appears to have literally no relationship with the other levels. It seems completely random. This room has small wooden chairs inside, and it gives off just a weird vibe.
in there.
But something good about the Manila Room is that wanderers can meet up here and they can actually see each other, unlike in the main part of level 0 where you can't meet anybody. There's also documents from Meg that are available in the Manila Room that people can read up on, and it'll tell them how to survive the backrooms and how to travel from level to level. And most importantly, the papers will teach you how to no-clip. Thanks, Meg. So the explanation I just...
How have, like, I read so much about the backrooms, but, like, never heard about that room before? Two of my favorite artists drop songs at the same time right effing now. Let's go. Yo, let's go. Now that is a sentence I can get behind.
Gave is for the newer, revised version of level 0 from the Wikidot. The first version of level 0 doesn't exist anymore, obviously, because it was archived. There are several key differences in the official version that we have now and the archive version, so I thought I'd go over some of the differences here. In the official version, there are just an infinite labyrinth of yellow rooms everywhere, with an endless length of hallways and segments, stuff like that. But in the archives version, there was a little bit more to it. Like there were electrical outlets on the wall, and there were surveillance cameras on the ceiling. And instead of it only being yellow walls, there were occasional red rooms that you could walk in, and occasional pitch black hallways you could walk in as well. But other than that, they were pretty much the same. They still had the flickering lights, the moist carpet, and the mostly yellow walls. The archive version also had several outposts and entities that are not in the official version, because if you remember what I just said a couple minutes ago, level 0 now has no entities and no outposts. And these outposts and entities are now moved to level 1, which is a pretty good change in my opinion. I think it makes it creepier, which you'll see those outposts in tomorrow's video, which will be on level 1. Ha! A cliffhanger. Get destroyed. Level 1 of the Backrooms is considered a Class 1 area because of these reasons that I always say, so I'm just going to show you. The level looks like a huge warehouse that has concrete floors and walls, and there's even like exposed rebar everywhere. Additionally, there's some fog that hangs really low to the ground on this level, and it comes from an unknown source.
Gross.
Nice. So the fog causes condensation to happen, which makes these puddles form on the ground. So unlike level 0, this level has a constant supply of water that you can actually drink, and electricity that doesn't make a humming noise. This makes level 1 a welcome sight for weary travelers. This level can get really expansive though. It's got staircases and elevators and secluded rooms and winding hallways all throughout, so try your best not to get lost. This level produces random crates with supplies that seem to appear and disappear at random.
Well, Atlas, from my understanding, do you know what SCP-001 is?
Okay.
because most of the time when people do podcasts or whatever, or YouTube videos or whatever of SCP, you'll most likely not find one that has SCP-001.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
It's hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my god, there's so many more
the
people
only
here.
cake and the only person.
It is. There's so many more people here. Hello. We're watching someone talk about all the levels of the Backrooms.
I can see that. I can also see that the memes have already started.
Oh, memes have been started for a while. It's been already 2 hours into this stream.
Oh god, I am late. I am so late.
We just decided to do this because it was there.
I mean fair. But also, I'm late. I am upsetty now.
Yeah, I might, like, see, like, the warning here is that we could start the hour-long video, but I might pause it in the middle and then go to bed, so...
Oh, very upsetty now. Well, more concerned, but... Yeah. I made it, at least.
Anyways, I encourage you guys to look up SCP-001.
Yes.
I personally haven't actually read the story. I kind of just got it from context clues of the podcast that I'm reading. But Dr. Bright is involved, and most likely is SCP-001, honestly. But,
If nothing else, he's definitely a thing.
I'm like 99%.
I mean, there's a bunch of 001s.
But in, like, the official SCP.
In the official.
In the official? Okay, yeah, that might be part of the
Because they don't have, like, an official 001, they have candidates.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, I think that's on purpose. Dr. Bright has an actual SCP number and it's not 001. Oh. That's exciting.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the 001s are, like, directly contradictory, so... Fun times.
Again, that's probably on purpose.
Yeah, obviously.
It's pretty cool, actually. Because I thought it was really weird when I was listening to my... I mean the Dr. Bright Sessions podcast on SCP. Oh, no, I know what you meant when you said that. I knew what podcast you were talking about. I haven't watched it or listened to it, but yeah. Yeah, just like the podcast I was listening to started with 002, and I thought that was really weird, but then it was quite obvious that was the first episode, because it, like, says in the description that it is. But it would make sense for there not to be an SCP-001, just because that it makes it very, like... official. I don't know how to explain it. Like, very, like, important is is a better word for it. Actually, you guys want to hear a fun one is SCP-1000. That's a cool one. The SCP one I'm listening to right now is called the SCP Foundation. Bigfoot, Bigfoot, Bigfoot. Yeah, Bigfoot is SCP-1000. But it's actually quite interesting. Like, it's very, very interesting.
Small foot.
Saint means super smart Bigfoot. Yeah. Large feet. Oh boy. Okay, we're continuing.
These crates can contain food and almond water, and sometimes
Almond
they even
water!
have batteries, tarps, clothes, medical
Guys, the almond
equipment,
water.
and weaponry.
It's back.
But sometimes the boxes have really dumb stuff, like random car parts or boxes of crayons, or even live mice. What? Some crates also have loose change or human hair, so that's nice, I guess. These crates should be approached with caution since what's inside of them is random, but you definitely should approach them just in case there's good stuff, obviously. A weird quirk about this level is that there are strange, crude drawings and paintings of an unknown origin that appear on the walls and floors of the level. They sometimes change how they look, and they sometimes also disappear when you're not looking at them. Just like level 0, sometimes level 1 can experience light flickering. When this happens, supplies often vanish when the lights flash off, and
Rip.
entities also spawn then. These creatures tend to avoid
Well,
areas
fair,
with
that
lights,
person
so just
happy.
hang
Fair
around the
enough.
bright spot, and you
It's
should
such
be
a
good.
weird mix
Also,
of the
since the
content.
objects
I know,
disappear
that's what I was
randomly, it's
saying.
been found that if you actually hold onto the objects, then they don't disappear. They seem to only disappear when they're just laying by themselves. An area called the Hub is also located on level 1. It's
The
a
Hub.
long tunnel that has doors to different levels on it.
Oh, we
Most
were
of the
looking
time
at
there
that.
are wonders here, and
We've
it's
seen
actually a
that.
pretty popular area. Level 1 is home to the first main Meg base, which if you remember from my level 0 explained video, used to be in the archived version of level 0, but it got moved to level 1. I think it's for the better. The base is named Base Alpha, and it houses about half of all of the Meg teams. They also take wanderers in as well. The base is located near an entrance to the level, and is heavily guarded in order to ward off creatures, obviously. The next outpost is called the BNTG's Traders Keep. The BNTG stands for Backrooms National Trade Group, which...
There's effing people that are bringing capitalism to the backrooms? What is happening?
Guys, capitalism has infested the backrooms.
Like, they're just like, oh, we're gonna do some trading in the backrooms. What?
I don't know which was. It's like
Maybe that's where
completely
NFTs came from.
unregulated. People are just gonna start capitalism.
Trading isn't capitalism? Okay, now hear me out, though.
Well, that's just what's gonna happen. You're not just gonna have a group of unorganized people, and they're gonna be like, all right, this is our back rooms.
There's literally an organization that has a base called Alpha. It doesn't matter what they're called. The point is...
I've already made a video about them and Meg, so links below if you want to check that out. The place is called Traders Keep, and it's a city-like complex that has a semi-normal social infrastructure. There are about 415 people who live here constantly, and they keep a friendly relationship with Meg. And this place is one of the main supply hubs for wanderers in the entire backrooms. And it's a nice place to take refuge and experience...
No, that's true. But, like, the point here is that they saw a horrific place to be, and instead of being like, hey guys, this is how you leave backrooms, they were like, what if we gave them supplies to live in backrooms more? instead of like leaving, because they have like a way to leave.
Some sort of
Certified
normalcy. It's
balling.
located in the storage hall section of level 1. The last outpost or place is called Tom's
Never
Diner.
saved the
Again, if
background
you
while
remember
you
my
didn't
level
need to.
0 explained video from yesterday,
I'm
Tom's
sure
Diner
there
used
is
to
many
be on
worse
level 0.
things.
Now it's here. The diner is run by Tom, obviously,
just-
who was a chef in real life before he no-clipped into the backrooms. He has plenty of food in storage, and he gets supplies from the BNTG every few months so he can stay.
There's an effing diner. What is this? This is like the most like, this is the most like SCP. This is like the backrooms have felt. Is them
Yo,
being like,
Spoons, do you want to check that out?
What's this? What's all this then?
He feels
I
like-
will check it
Because
out.
it's just the worst horror in the backrooms. Exactly. I just...
Computer, what are you doing?
Oh, and I think it also needs to be said that most of the time when there's, like, a trading post, like, they were still, like, trading currency. It just wasn't government-issued currency. It'd be, like, gold nuggets. You know?
Mine in gold in the back room.
Or fur.
No, but the fur would be what was being bought.
Or if people would trade fur for other goods.
Yeah.
Computer, why are you not opening Minecraft?
Computer be stupid.
It keeps opening up Microsoft Store every time I try and open up Minecraft. What the fuck?
I'm gonna finish level 1. I'm gonna go to bed after. I'm falling
Tom's
asleep.
Diner is a common place for social activities and a pretty fun time overall, and a lot of people use this area as like a rendezvous point. It's strangely wholesome, bro. Not even gonna lie. There are a ton of ways to enter level 1, but the most obvious one is to come from level 0 by no clipping. But if you're not a
But they
level
can
0, you
leave.
could climb a tree on level 11.
The Meg people have an entrance to leave. Why would they stay? They can leave. This is what I mean. I don't understand. You get to level 1, and then there's like this Meg outpost. It's like, by the way, this is how you no-clip out of here. You can leave!
But what if your whole life revolves around the backrooms because you just got stuck here for like a year?
Simply leave. Laura's different in the fan.
But then you have to pay taxes.
No, Decoy. Okay, they literally said in this that the Meg people teach people how to no-clip out of the backrooms. That is the whole point of them being there. They have a place where people can live, get resupplied and everything like that, and leave. I don't understand. Like, I understand why that base is there. The base is there. Can people be born in the backrooms? I guess in theory they could be. But they wouldn't, though. Guys, I don't think you're understanding what this guy just said about Meg. What Meg is. Meg is like an organization that gets wanderers, citizens, out of the backrooms. Why would there be a cafe? Why would there be a trader post?
Some people are just gonna not want to go. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, like if you could choose to stay in the backrooms so you didn't have to pay taxes, would you?
No! There's effing...
You see, Alter, your problem here is you're sane.
I don't want to get, like, effing, like, killed by some, like, random monster that can just no-clip through a wall.
Well, then just stick to generally safe zones. Your life's there anyways.
Who says I won't just no-clip into reality?
What do you mean just press play, Decoy? You guys are not understanding.
It's trial on level 94. Or sometimes there's just doors labeled level 1 scattered throughout the backrooms. You can walk through one of those doors and you'll end up here.
Okay, now we're done. I'm going to bed.
Yo.
Well?
I said I would go to level like end of level 1 because I was tired. It's time for bed.
Okay.
Have sleep then.
My computer's making me reinstall Minecraft even though it's installed.
What?
I don't know, every time I click on the Minecraft launcher, it's like Microsoft Store opens up and I'm like, what the fuck?
Maybe you have to log in.
No, it won't even open up the launcher, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just goes straight to Microsoft Store. There's always like...
I'm gonna go to the just chatting category and see if there's someone to raid. In just chatting.
I'll show you this. Boom. You click on the launcher.
Try looking up Minecraft in the search bar. Wait, don't you already have Minecraft open?
I don't know, like, this is, I'm trying to install the launcher again, that's what this one over here is, but then I click on the actual launcher I have, pinned here, and it opens up Microsoft
Guys, how does
Store.
anyone find
look it
anyone
up.
in just chatting?
Sorting by viewer numbers instead of recommended. And then filtering by tag.
No, but like... there's so much going on. And it's not very obvious what's happening. Like, there's a person whose title is just Thursday. What are you talking about? Clearly nothing.
Thursday.
I
don't know what's going on here.
I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't either.
I don't want to be here anymore. Bunk. Alright. We can... No, Alice, no! No! That's awful. I'm so sorry. I don't know who I want to raid. Everyone's playing Minecraft.
There's someone making socks. And makers and crafters.
Yeah, is it sorting cat fiber?
No, it's Sylvani Knits. What?
Who is, like, playing something down the mic?
Sorry, that was my alarm going off.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
Oh my god, I fucking hate you, Microsoft. Making me like.
Alright, would you guys like to see a Makers and Crafters, or would you guys like to watch
Give us spoons, I got a link.
watch guy I can never pronounce his name play Hypixel?
I haven't looked at it yet.
How do you pronounce his name? It's like Brendan?
Oh, that's the site I'm on.
Oh, Brayden?
Brayden,
Oh, okay.
that one.
Yeah. I think that's
Do you guys want to scatter?
They're similar.
Hypixel seems neat. Okay, we'll rate this.
Fine then. Be that way.
What?
I'll
What?
watch the stocks myself.
Do you want us to raid the socks?
Yes.
Okay, what was the name again?
I'll just put it in chat.
Okay. Billy wants you guys to watch them make socks.
Yes.
I will be streaming probably earlier tomorrow, so an earlier time than I usually do, so probably around 3 or 4 p.m. PST, around there, most likely. Yeah. And it'll probably be either, it might be both, but it will be either Minecraft or knitting. It might be both, depending. Yeah, so see you guys tomorrow. Invalid username. Did I spell it wrong? I did spell it wrong. Knitting in Minecraft, yeah. Thank you for good stream. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we'll definitely do, I kind of want to watch that Entities video. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's 2 hours long. When I have more energy. I just, like, got, like, super tired. Thank you for stream. Dream. Alright. See you guys over there. Bye! No, see, I didn't have this person's name up. Uh-oh.
William.